Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Cinema Scumbags Movie Podcast, episode number 153. My name's Seth.
My name's Nick.
This is 3 episodes in a row, back on schedule with our bi-weekly uploading schedule.
We're back, baby. We're back and we're bi.
Thanks for being along for the ride. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episodes of 2021 so far. We did a recap of the best movies we watched last year, and then we did a 2021 movie preview, so check those out if you haven't already. And today, well, we'll get into today. We're going to do a look at some of the greatest coming-of-age films
part
of
2.
all time. Part 2, because we did this before and it didn't work.
Yeah, we did this I think this was the episode we did where we got pissed and stopped for whatever period we stopped for.
Yeah, this is what killed us for 2 months, but we're gonna try it again. Nick, how's it going, brother?
You know, it's going good. We had a nice little
cool.
Well, you didn't let me keep going. We had a fun little day yesterday. Fun little boy date yesterday.
Friday mandate.
Be sure to you'll probably see the video before you see this podcast.
Yes, you definitely will.
We've got a new Blu-ray hunting coming out. We've got a Q&A. We've got you're gonna do a vinyl.
We'll do a vinyl update.
Got to work on a Let's Talk About. There's a bunch of stuff we've got coming.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff loaded up, getting ready to drop pretty soon. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Slacker Media over on YouTube. Yeah, a couple of you guys have left some reviews for the podcast on iTunes. We appreciate that.
Really?
Yeah, if you could do that, that would be great. Let us know.
Appreciate you as always.
Help out the cast.
Now let's go and review these reviews.
No, let's not. I don't like looking at them. The positive ones are good, but there's some nasty ones on there.
There's like 2 nasty ones. We have 5 out of 5 with 79 ratings. That's pretty good. That's
pretty good. Pretty good. We saw Saint Maud yesterday.
Oh God. No pun intended.
Did you like it?
Do you get my joke?
Oh yeah, I got it because it's a film about religion.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was like too hard for your brain or anything.
The textbook A24 doesn't make much sense, but you'll keep thinking about it.
They have a type. They really do, and they know the type, and we know the type, and people love the type because they always make rankings on Letterboxd.
But I'm tired of seeing that fucking shot of Florence Pugh at the end of Midsummer. It's not that great.
Oh, look, she was sad. Now she's smiling because she murdered her boyfriend.
Like, God, look, okay, spoiler alert for Midsummer, but you should have seen it by now if you had any interest. The movie's not that great. It could have been good.
It's too long.
Too long, pretentious.
Trying too hard to be shocking.
Too long, too hard to be shocking. There was no real payoff. The best part of the movie is the Mongoloid kid, and they didn't really incorporate him nearly enough.
Yeah.
Reuben.
Reuben stuttered.
So, yeah, I liked Saint Maud better than Midsummer, but the A24 horror is, it's an interesting batch of films.
Yeah, I mean, Saint Maud is way more subtle for the most part. It gets a little full of imagery near the end, but it's not like people aren't jumping off cliffs in a ritual suicide. And, yeah, I really like Saint Maud. I think it's one that'll probably grow in my liking for it.
Yes, I can see that too.
I love the last shot. That last shot was something else.
Well, that's how they get you.
That's true. That's why there's these are the greatest last shots in the history of cinema. I've seen everything there is to see, and this is the greatest one ever.
Saint Maud is without a doubt the best.
Great.
The best cinematography of the year. Because I've seen every movie.
Saint Maud is the greatest film directed by an English woman starring a Welsh woman and an American woman in the history of cinema.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was a good one, though. Check it out. If you've seen it, let us know what you think.
Definitely. Ugh. Been watching anything lately?
News? No, watching. What have I been watching? You like Tremors?
I've never seen it.
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
It doesn't look like something I would like.
It's fun. It's like it could be like a Scream Factory, honestly. I'm shocked it isn't.
Yeah, well, it's an Arrow.
Oh, well, that makes sense. It's, nice practical effects, and it's a good movie. I like it.
Where'd you watch it?
Prime.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think it was on Stars on Prime, but, all-star cast, Kevin Bacon, Reba McEntire.
Jesus Christ.
Victor Wong, Fred Ward.
You lost me at Kevin.
You don't like Kevin Bacon?
He's fine.
And the girl from Jurassic Park, Ariana Richards.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't believe, look, what a career. She was in the 2 biggest monster movies of all time.
Wow, I'm shocked you say that. I figured you would have put Jurassic Park and Cloverfield together.
You're right. I fucked up my own content.
You don't even know what you like.
Yeah, Tremors, and I went on a little Carey Mulligan. Got the hots for Carey Mulligan lately.
Yeah.
She's one of the premier Hollywood babes, I think. Although I only found out like a month ago that she was British.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So when I watched the special features of Wildlife, I was like, what the fuck?
She does a really good American accent, especially if you only have seen Inside Llewyn Davis and Wildlife.
I'm working on the Carey Mulligan filmography, but
it kind of falls off a little past those.
Well, she's got some gems and she's got some clunkers.
Yeah, I want to see that in Education with her and Peter Sarsgaard.
You need to watch Never Let Me Go with Andrew Garfield and her.
Do you have that?
I do. I don't think I have it here, though.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I'll have to look. That's a good movie.
I'll check it out. I'll give it a whirl. I'd have sex with both of them.
Same here. Something about that little mole on Carrie's face. I'd love to see that while she was looking up at me.
that beauty mark. That's why they call it that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, Shame. That was a good movie.
Oh, my God. It makes you feel shame when you watch it.
Makes me never want to view adult videos again.
I love Michael Fassbender too. He's
pretty
much
great,
always good.
Yeah, he's good actor. Good actor.
I remember seeing him way back in the day in Band of Brothers back in 2001.
Oh.
And I was about 2001. I was about 8. I was like, this guy's gonna be something.
That's the first time you touched your cock watching World War II content.
Pretty much. I can't think. It's like the chicken or the egg. Which came first, Band of Brothers or Saving Private Ryan? I think it was Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, man.
Oh
my dad was in town for a week, so we just kind of watched some comedies and shit. Showed him the Peanut Butter Falcon, though. He liked that.
Yeah. Yeah, emphasis on shit is right.
Yeah, Inside Llewyn Davis, horrible movie.
Not that one. That one's not even a comedy.
Peanut Butter Falcon, horrible movie.
Dumb and Dumber.
Great film. Tommy Boy, great film.
Oh, I haven't seen Tommy Boy.
Film. You haven't seen Tommy Boy?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, maybe he shouldn't have died, and I care.
And you go, it sucks. You give it a 1 star now.
No, I've seen parts of it.
You wouldn't know comedy if it bit you in your rear.
I've seen parts of it and just had a straight face the whole time.
Yeah, well, better than anything Edgar Wright's done.
I don't think so.
What have you been watching, bud?
Oh,
some boring fucking Polish shit that nobody cares about.
People care about it. That's why it's on the Criterion Collection.
The type of people that care about that have severe BO.
I don't think so. I think they're cleaner than your average film idiot.
Oh.
They're sophisticated. They care about deeper meanings rather than just stupid stuff.
Yeah. Tell us about that movie you watched, 2012. That's a real deep film.
It's a piece of shit.
I love bullying your movie watching habits.
The Pledge?
That's what is that Jack Nicholson as Hitler?
No, he's a retired cop, but
it kind of looks like Hitler in that artwork.
No, he's just got a weird mustache, but it's directed by Sean Penn.
Oh.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. It's like a crime caper. He's like just about to retire and he goes on a case trying to find a killer of a child.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was on HBO Max. And
Benicio.
Yeah, he gives a mentally retarded performance.
Benicio?
Yeah.
Damn, that's acting.
It's not great.
Mickey Rourke.
It's got a full cast. A lot of people aren't in it a lot, but it's got another one of those like great final shots. It leaves it a little ambiguous.
Okay. You know, I see 2001 like as a date on a movie, and I kind of think, oh, that was 10 years ago. Then you realize, fuck.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't seem that long ago to me, but
I also
time flies.
I also can't think of a ton of great movies that came out in 2001.
No, me either. Donnie Darko.
We could okay. We could do like 20. What's turning 20 this year?
Yeah. And I know like Donnie Darko was fucked up because of 9/11. Like it was supposed to come out that week, I think.
It'd be a really interesting year to talk about because we could talk about 9/11 and the Yankees losing the World Series.
Before you rip into 2001, realize there were some gems that came out that year.
I'm sure there are. I just can't think of them off the top of
Jason
my head.
X.
Oh, okay.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Okay. Not hearing anything yet.
Tomb Raider.
Still not.
Jurassic Park 3.
Jesus Christ, this year sucked.
No, there really is some good ones.
Let's see.
Fellowship of the Ring. Donnie Darko.
Fuck, my Spirited Away.
If you're into that David Lynch bullshit, Mulholland Drive.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot of good shit. The Spy Kids. Yeah.
And you missed the best of them all. Freddy Got
Band
Fingered.
of Brothers. Oh. You're right.
Freddy Got fucking fingered.
Oh, Rat Race. Yeah.
Dude, go to Freddy Got Fingered. Look at the polarizing letterbox graph.
Oh God. Some people think it's a misunderstood masterpiece.
That's wild, man.
Let's see. What the hell is that? That's one of the most off-kilter. I can only imagine the annoying, trying to be funny reviews in here.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from those, but look at this cast. Tom Green, Eddie K. Thomas, Harlan Williams, Anthony Michael Hall. Shit.
Julie Haggerty, Rip Torn.
Shaq.
Those people are a little too old for you. You wouldn't know who they are.
Yeah, I don't watch that old crappy shit.
Julie Haggerty's an Airplane.
Wow, it's a pretty good movie.
Drew Barrymore, Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, we really got some star-studded cast going on here.
Kazam, baby.
Go get a Kazam too? What did they say on Inside NBA?
It was like during the finals, and Shaq was like, I talked to LeBron about this upcoming game. He's like being real serious. He's like, he told me, and then Charles cuts him off. He goes, he didn't tell you wanted to be in Kazam too? He just like totally interrupts a serious, analyst moment. But I got to tell you, I'm not even an NBA fan. That's one of the funniest fucking shows on TV.
It's good stuff. I mean, they just tear into each other the whole time.
It's great banner. If you guys want a good laugh inside the NBA.
Yeah, there's some good stuff on there.
What have you been watching? Decalogue?
Yeah, I finally finished Decalogue. It's really good. I mean, it's not like I'm going to watch this every year. It's like I'm going to watch this every...
I logged every single individual one and then the final product to let everyone know I completed it.
Yeah. Maybe I should have wrote some dumb reviews.
You see, when you only follow 10 people, you see everything, so it's easy to make fun of you.
That's true, yeah. And I'm keeping it that way.
I
was going to say something else, and I forget what. Darn. I'm sure it wasn't funny or anything.
Brother magic.
Oh, my God. Anybody out there seen The Pale Door? Don't. Even though it's on Shudder, don't. It made me shudder.
Yeah, just because you're on Shudder doesn't mean shitter.
I was so excited for that, too. It's a classic case of getting roped in by a cool poster.
Well, that's how they get you.
Yeah. What else have I been watching? I don't know. Who cares, right?
Yep, who gives a shit? You see that Shia LaBeouf Netflix movie yet?
Scent of a Woman's Vagina, or what is it?
Pieces of a Woman.
Oh, no, I have not.
It's a good one.
Good one or
no, it's good. I mean,
I was waiting for the
well, yeah, I need to just calm it down just a little bit. But the first 30 minutes of that film are like amazing.
Yeah.
I was thinking, holy shit, this is like a 4.5er, man. But
Yeah,
it gets a little slow, but it's a good movie.
That's why you finish movies and not quit after 15 minutes.
Well, you know what? I've got a lot of things on my agenda, and if a movie doesn't suck me in, I'm moving on.
Like what? What's on your agenda that interrupts finishing a movie?
A lot of things. I'm a businessman.
Gotta fight this boss in Xenoblade.
Oh, leave me alone.
We do have a little bit of news that has come across my desk over the past week or 2 weeks, whatever it's been. Well, one thing that came across yesterday, unfortunately...
Hold on, I gotta lube up.
Unfortunately, that came up... A direct sequel to Cloverfield is in the works.
Fuck.
Joe Barton set to write the script. Unlike the original film, it will not be in the found footage format.
Oh.
Thank God.
That's okay. A sequel to Clovey?
Matt Reeves is not coming back.
You know, you need to... Have you only watched that movie when you were streaming it with us?
Probably.
That's not fair, man. It's not fucking fair. If you like Godzilla, why the fuck wouldn't you like Cloverfield, man? It's better than Skull Island and all that shit.
I probably do, because a lot of the reason I like the 2014 Godzilla is because it's like from the perspective of the people. So
Listen, do me a favor. Look, it's just watch it on your own time. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. But you need to watch it on your own time without fucking Nick D's commentary or distractions.
Oh my God, Joe Barton, director of the writer of the upcoming Cloverfield, wrote The Ritual from 2017. I'm in.
Ew. Better just I better just temper my expectations for Cloverfield 2 then.
You always should. Cloverfield's not some relic of cinema.
It is. To me it is, and to John Lanning it is. We were talking about it on Instagram, so there's people out there that love it.
Well, you gotta find...
It's not fair for you to talk about this movie after the one time you half-assed watch it.
Yeah, okay, well, at least I half-assed watched it. You talk shit about movies you haven't seen.
Valid point. But, dude, Cloverfield is amazing. When that movie came out, I'm going to say this. This is the film that jump-started my love of cinema.
Really?
It really is. I was 17 at the time. You know, and I remember seeing the trailer for this, and I was so intrigued by the process and the viral marketing.
Jump-started your love of movies, not cinema.
It's cinema, okay?
No, I distinctly remember you saying the other day something about, it's a movie, it's not a film. I don't know what we were talking about, though.
There was just so much mystery surrounding this. And nobody knew what the film was about. Was it about a terrorist attack? I love Cloverfield from the perspective of those people at a party. Yes, it's kind of ridiculous found footage because that camera, man, that camera goes through a lot. But it's great. Love the characters. Love the monster. You really don't get a clear view of the monster until, I don't know, 20 minutes left?
Yeah. And I probably would appreciate it more because a lot of those things are the reason that I like Godzilla.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I love the monster part of Cloverfield, obviously, but like the beginning of the movie when they're at the party, I like the characters and the story there too. I mean, I think they're all like, something about that movie. I don't know what it is. It's
awesome when they run downstairs and the Statue of Liberty's head flies right by
them.
I
mean, there's some cool shit. Yeah, okay, you know, maybe you're not a TJ Miller fan. That's all right.
I don't love like the little creatures subway part. Is that right?
Yeah, when they're the creatures fall off the big monster.
Okay. I have the 4K now, so I'll give it another whirl.
Just give it a whirl. Look, it's like 85 minutes of your time, you know? And then if you don't like it watching it by yourself, that's fine. And you can move on from it. But for your old pal Seth, do me that one favor. Watch it alone.
With my pants down.
Oh, God. See, now I want to watch that movie. Something about that. It's one of my top films of all time.
Top 10?
It's been in and out of the top 10.
Can't wait to see your top 50 list.
Oh.
Or a top 10. Like, I can't wait to see you do something.
You don't like Lizzie Kaplan?
I do.
So do I. No, I do enjoy that film, though.
She's better in Mean Girls, though.
That movie, I guess you have to grow up watching it. But you know what's great about Cloverfield? There's no...
That it ends.
The credits.
Actually, the credits are, because there's that little... what is it? The moment in the Ferris wheel or whatever.
Yes. Well, what's cool about the film is there's no real explanation for Clovey.
Stop calling him that.
We don't need a big backstory about him. That's the mystique about it. The aura. What is this thing? Where's he coming from? They don't explain it, which I love.
This is not a metaphor for nuclear warfare.
It could be. There's two films that totally did found footage right. One is the Blair Witch Project. The other is Cloverfield.
I was going to say The Gallows myself, but...
What the fuck is that? Now that school shooting movie or whatever? Or the kid that hangs himself at school?
I don't know. It was the first found footage crappy movie that I thought of.
Where are my Cloverfield fans at? Come on, hit me up. Let's talk about Let's talk about this masterpiece. We should host a Cloverfield watch party.
They're sitting in the back of a classroom thinking about what they're going to do to the school.
Fucking phenomenal masterpiece.
Didn't we do a commentary of it already?
Yeah, that's not fair because that's the first time you watched it. Cloverfield is better than the 1950s Godzilla.
Okay.
And I like Godzilla, but Cloverfield's, in my opinion, is the greatest monster movie ever made.
Sorry it's not King Kong versus Cloverfield coming out.
I don't want that. That would suck. That would ruin the mystery. It would make it cheap. Some shitty popcorn action thing. Cloverfield is an intense, deep film.
Yeah, I love Cloverfield Paradox.
That movie sucked. I'll be the first to tell you that.
I do like 10 Cloverfield Lane.
So do I. I like that a lot, but I was also, I was a little disappointed because there was no connection. I mean, there probably was a connection, but
it's like a far-reaching connection.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see like what they do with an actual sequel to the first Cloverfield, and we've gone on way too long talking about this now, so we can move on. But Cloverfield, what's up, John Lanning? What's up, brother?
What's up, little bro? I'm sorry, you're my big bro. What's up, big bro?
At least somebody's got taste out there.
John Lanting does have taste.
He does. You know what? Filmies, fucking watch Cloverfield this weekend. Thanks, bud.
I think I'm going to watch 2005's King Kong instead.
Oh, my. You could sit through Cloverfield 3 times.
Yeah, or I could watch a good film once.
Oh, I love me some Lizzie Faplin.
I like Naomi Watts as a damsel in distress.
She's hot, too. Who's a chick in Cloverfield? Odette Annabelle. She's hot.
Is that some other chick from it?
Yeah. The stupidest part of Cloverfield is that the guy, treks through the wrecked city to save a chick that just cheated on him, but, whatever.
Flawed film.
Fuck you.
I don't know if you've seen what's going on in the wide world of stocks recently.
I've kind of been following that. I don't know. It's all over. The annoying thing about the internet nowadays is that, like, it's one thing controls it for, like, a week, and then it disappears.
Oh, I mean, this whole thing is being controlled by a bunch of smelly people in their basement.
Well, I mean, last week it was the fucking Bernie shit, and, now it's the stock shit. That's
true. Yeah, I mean, it's our never-ending news cycle. It's everything's old in a week, and something new comes up. And hey, I'm all for fucking over the rich guy, but I don't know. I don't really. You might understand it more than I do. It just seems like hedge funds were controlling these companies' stocks and trying to make them essentially like lower so they could make money, and the companies would go under. Something along those lines, but then I don't know what triggered it. People started buying stocks to companies like GameStop and AMC and all these.
The mega versions of Reddit triggered it.
Oh, yeah. And it's weird too because I was scrolling through Reddit one day and Wall Street Bets, the subreddit that kind of started this, just kept popping up, and I had no clue. I don't know anything about stocks.
You use like Acorns, though, don't you?
I do. I do use Acorn, but it's mostly money I invest in myself. I don't. I've had like 20 cents that have been invested in me from eBay or something like that.
Well, I started doing Acorn. Me and you were talking about it, I don't know, probably a few months ago, and then I started an account. I do the roundups, you know?
Yeah, that's what I do, the roundups, and then I put some money in every week.
It's nice to have a little fun like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten my money up to a pretty good amount.
I'm saving up my Acorns account so I can cash in on the NBA Jam arcade cabinet.
Oh, there you go. I'm waiting for an Xbox to get in stock.
There you go.
Why didn't you let me try and invite you? We could have gotten some money.
Oh, fuck. I forgot. Yeah, we were going to do that. Well, I already had an account like years ago. I just reactivated it.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, with these stocks, like I said, they're buying stocks from companies that are floundering, that are going under, and increasing them. And because of that, these hedge fund people are losing a ton of money because they bet against these companies, and now they're flourishing. Right. And one of the companies that benefited from it is AMC, which we've talked heavily the past few months, just because they said they were not going to make it much longer, or they were going to go under, and apparently the meme stock rescued them from their $600 million debt.
Well, I want them to close.
Why? I don't love AMC. I mean, I'd prefer to go to like a Harkins.
I was even getting annoyed. You know, we went to the theater yesterday. There was 2 other people in there. I was still getting annoyed.
Yeah. Well, there's a scene. Why do people have to scream out loud when something happens?
That and like, get your fucking chips or candy out of your bag and stop crumpling up the fucking wrapping.
Just do it in one fell swoop. Don't like crinkle it and do it slowly. You're just just prolonging the experience for everybody.
Fucking annoying idiot.
It wasn't too bad though. So far, it's been a nice experience. But
yes.
Yeah, it says on Wednesday, a private equity firm named Silver Lake, and private equity firms are popularly considered the bad guys in this snobs versus slobs drama. Elected to convert the corporate bonds it held into AMC Entertainment holding stock. Although the theater chain stock prices tumbled and soared since the move, the debt relief is permanent. So it looks like AMC's coming back.
Well, that's good, I guess. Whatever.
But don't you think
the theater?
Don't you think they'll get more debt if they still can't bring people in?
I mean, probably. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I mean, I'm really pushing for the Warner Brothers HBO thing to be a massive success.
It's cool to have the option.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I don't mind going seeing something like some fucking A24 movie at 4 in the afternoon when nobody's in there, but like I wouldn't have went to see Saint Maud at like 8 p.m. on a Friday night. Fuck
Hell no. I mean, I probably would now, but without a pandemic, definitely not.
The theater's fine when you're the only one in it.
It's been really nice the past couple times we've gone. It is. The unfortunate thing is probably not going to make as much money as they would want to, but it makes the theater experience a whole lot nicer.
Well, especially out here, I always get a little uneasy when I see some guy walk in with a backpack or something. I wish they wouldn't allow that.
Yeah, it's
like there's no security at all.
And then especially when he leaves before the movie's over.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. We watched that movie yesterday and some guy was holding a bag and he got up and I'm like, oh, fuck, this is it. It's my time.
He's a Saint Maud.
Like, fuck, you know.
I'm not going out watching Saint Maud.
What a way to go. They have no security, though. I mean, literally, they don't.
You could do anything.
Walk in with any bag. They don't look. Kind of bothers me.
Look what happened when a guy who liked Batman went into a theater.
Well, yeah, that's what I always think about, you know.
Yeah,
but I usually don't go. I usually don't go see blockbusters where there's big crowds, though. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. I always, especially nowadays, I always keep an eye on people.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't help my anxiety at all, but it.
Well, I need to get a gun for myself if I'm living out here.
I mean, hey, probably. You probably should. Just in case, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
And I'll use my plastic axe I used for my my Jack
Don't
Torrance.
worry, son. Get behind me. Dad will take care of the shooter.
Thanks, Dad. You're a real hero.
Here's to you, Dad.
Speaking of fat losers, did you hear about this new Darren Aronofsky film coming to A24?
I heard about it 30 minutes ago when you told me about it.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, Darren Aronofsky, polarizing filmmaker. He's coming out with a new film called The Whale, starring Brendan Fraser, everybody's favorite lovable actor.
I mean, I've always liked the guy. I'm glad to see that he's getting some sort of work. He was really fucked up from his divorce and shit that went on with his wife. But, the man can never be the victim in that scenario, so of course nobody talked about it or cared about it.
No, nobody cared that the guy was going through a mental struggle. And
yep, men can be traumatized and emotionally abused too, folks.
They just made jokes about it.
Yep.
Oh, look at Brendan. Why is he so fat? What happened to Brendan Fraser?
It's a fucked up double standard.
But this movie sounds kind of interesting. I guess it's a play. The play is set in the Mormon country of Idaho and is about a 600-pound gay man who can't leave his apartment and is estranged from his teenage daughter.
It's about you.
Wow, I'm sure you've been preparing those 30 minutes for that joke.
No, I tried to squeeze it in there before you talked about his daughter, but I couldn't make it in time.
It's a fiercely funny and moving, sometimes surreal story that may seem a bit odd for either Aronofsky or Fraser. Sounds cool.
Interesting.
Just imagine him in a 600-pound fat suit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people got our hard on for A24, so people go see that.
Well, The Mummy and The Mummy Returns are two of the great action films of our generation, so I have no doubt
Holy fuck.
Brendan Fraser can pull it off.
Smoke a little pot this morning or what?
George of the Jungle is one of the great children's films of our generation.
You hear this nonsense, folks?
Bedazzled
Unreal.
is one of the great comedies of our generation.
I tried watching The Mummy like a year ago. Oh my god.
I think it's because I grew up with it. I enjoy it. I probably wouldn't think so if I watched it in 2021.
Did you grow up watching anything good or?
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Shawshank Redemption.
God, I mean, kids movies or family movies.
Saving Private Ryan, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest,
So
Shawshank
sophisticated.
No, I just wasn't toying around with boyish ideas as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you should watch this film.
Spit it out.
I can't think of a dumb child's film you watched growing up.
It's great comedy on the Cinema Scumbags podcast.
Wasn't prepared for it.
No, that's cool. I mean, good for him,
Well, I was watching American Pie as a boy, so...
Me too.
No, I was talking about you.
Oh. Hell yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, but we did have a death in the family. Cloris Leachman.
Whose family? She's not mine.
The film family.
Ew, the film community.
The film cult.
I honestly thought she was dead a long time ago.
Yeah, you said that, and I wasn't surprised because you're an idiot.
Hey, she was born in Des Moines, an Iowa native.
Wow, that's incredible. She was 94.
Damn,
so
she was kind of hot back in the day.
She was, yeah. She was. She had a great life, a long life, pretty solid filmography. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Last Picture Show, which I hope you enjoy.
Oh yeah.
Young Frankenstein.
Oh fuck yeah.
She was in the Mary Tyler Moore Show. She's in Malcolm in the Middle.
I guess.
Well,
oh, she's in Prancer. Great Christmas film.
I enjoy her performance in Scary Movie 4 the most.
Well, I enjoy her performance in Beavis and Butthead Do America the most.
I enjoy her performance in Bad Santa.
Grandma, uncredited.
Much like...
Dude, she was in a lot of shit.
Oh, she was in Inglourious Bastards, but her scenes were cut. Wow.
Ponyo.
Yeah, much like Max von Sydow, she was in a cluster of all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
And we will miss you, Cloris.
Oh yeah. Rest in peace.
Oh, she's in The Longest Yard.
I really love the film Les Bomb.
What year is that from?
2018.
Ugh.
Bobby Fairley served as an executive producer.
Well, there you go. Wow, it looks just like that one that came out on Hulu. What is it? Who cares? Steve Guttenberg, wow. Elaine Hendricks, getting all the 90s losers in that movie.
Fuck. Bruce Dern.
Ooh, Bruce Dern plays a great mentally exhausted and anguished man.
I mean, 89% on Rotten Tomatoes if you care about that thing. That's because it's lesbian.
But probably. But that really about does it for news, besides the great trailer that we got this past week. For King Kong versus Godzilla.
God.
Directed by the great indie director Adam Wingard.
Oh, I forgot he even did it. No wonder the trailer sucked.
Well, he didn't make the trailer.
Well, whatever. It's his film.
Looks like crap.
You ever want to see Godzilla and King Kong fight over rap music playing in the background?
Well, sorry Baz Luhrmann didn't direct the rap scenes. Fucking stupid idiot. Why don't you try something different?
Look, I know you like that new. I know you like that new Godzilla shit, but ugh.
I like the first one.
All these new modern takes on the classic monsters, trash.
Well, yeah, because the human elements are boring as shit. The action parts are about it. It's about all it comes to. I don't need Rebecca Hall to tell me it's Godzilla. I fucking know who it is.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's Godzilla.
It's Godzilla. Yeah, no shit.
What other giant lizard comes out of the fucking water? Shit.
Godira.
Whatever. That kaiju shit is fucking whack. It's always like the smelly guys that are into that shit that have every fucking,
We just went on a whole tangent about Cloverfield. What are you talking about?
Nah,
big
that's
monsters?
but you don't see Cloverfield versus Mecha Cloverfield that looks like the end of a Power Rangers episode,
Oh,
Some of those shitty Godzilla films.
You just see Cloverfield break the time-space continuum and... Oh, did you know that at the end of Cloverfield Paradox is the same at the beginning of Cloverfield?
I hate that movie. What do you want from me?
It's timed up at exactly the same time.
I hate the film.
Then why do you bring that up all the time?
Well, because it's cool, but the movie sucks.
Did you know that at the exact same time Cloverfield transitions his gender?
Godzilla 2014 blows. Kong Skull Island fucking blows.
I agree.
And what's the new one? Godzilla vs. Kong? Oh my god. I'll pass.
Well, sorry you don't have access to HBO Max, loser.
Oh. Yeah, that movie really makes me want to subscribe.
Oh boy, you're just so full of hate. It's just sad to see.
Rebecca Hall's pretty hot though.
She is pretty hot. Too bad her... What?
She was great as Christine Chubbuck.
Yeah. Hey, my name's Christine and my mind's blown.
Yeah, God, I mean, good movie, but really you just want to fast forward to the end and watch her blow her head off.
My favorite part of Rebecca Hall's filmography is the great Town.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good movie.
Okay, let's talk about some. I mean, I know you're just being facetious.
No, I like the film.
I love the food. I can't vote. Let's talk about some Blu-rays. What are we talking about? Tuesday the 2nd? Is that when we're gonna? Is it or?
The
next
you'll
week
be talking
after that.
about you'll be talking about Tuesday the
9th.
Yeah.
Oh dang, we're gonna miss the great releases of Small Soldiers and Mouse Hunt.
Ooh, Small Soldiers getting a Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? Do you like that movie? Did you ever watch it?
I did. I did like it. I don't know what my mind would think now. It's Joe Dante. Not that it really means anything, but
I remember getting that VHS, and I thought the soldiers were going to be the good guys.
Part of them are. Oh yeah. Okay.
But then you realize like the fucking army-looking guys are the villains.
The army guys are bad, and the Golganites are the good people.
Oh, there's
I don't know how I remember that.
Yeah,
shit.
there's no way that movie holds up.
No way.
Cool. Some of the catalog titles are getting Blu-rays though.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Good Burger coming soon. Maybe.
Yeah, you have that coming. I really like Mouse Hunt. I'm happy that's getting a release. And
Yeah.
Okay, February the 9th, Tuesday. We have a new Criterion coming, The Parallax View. Oh, with your boy Warren Beatty.
He's not my boy. I like Ned.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. I get them mixed up. I always think of the good one, not the shitty one.
Oh, this description just put me to sleep.
It's probably a political drama, right?
Yes. Oh, Mr. Feeney's in it, though.
Ooh.
Bill Daniels.
Well, his best performance is Graduate.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he's in besides Boy Meets World and The Graduate.
He's been quite. I don't know. He's been in a.
Well, The Parallax View, that's for sure.
Black Sunday with Robert Shaw.
Ooh, okay.
You ever heard of that?
I have, but I don't know what it's about.
They're trying to there's like some plot to commit a terrorist act at the Super Bowl, and it's
Oh yeah, I've seen that Blu-ray.
Robert Shaw and Bruce Dern.
Nice. I like Robert Shaw and Bruce Dern.
So do I. That's probably a good movie.
Yeah, probably. We're getting a 4K for Elysium.
Okay, you know what? I like the film. I'm not buying it again though. That's not one that gets double dipped on.
I don't need to. I have the collection with all three of them.
I've got the Target Steelbook.
Wow. Tell a woman.
I like the movie a lot, actually.
I do like that one. But I need to not upgrade everything just because it's getting upgraded.
But, I mean, like, you can make the argument that that will probably look great in 4K,
probably.
But I just, no. You know what? I haven't watched the movie since it came out. I'm not buying it again.
Yeah, I'm not buying any of those 4Ks until Chappie gets one.
Still better than District 9, though.
No. Wait, which one?
Chappie.
It's better than District 9?
District 9 is a bad movie.
Wow.
Anyone out there agree District 9 is a bad film?
The shtick is worn out at this point.
You know, wow, real extraterrestrial. Guy's got a fucking shrimp arm. Wow, neat.
Hey, that's what happens in Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, there's a reason nobody likes that game either. No, actually, District 9's okay, but the way it's talked about, I've never understood that. People talk about that like it's one of the all-time great sci-fi films. I just don't agree, but teach their own.
It helps that Peter Jackson put his name on it. I mean, that's...
Yeah, and no, Chappie is not better. Chappie's the worst thing he's done.
I think you freaky and I like you.
Yikes. Man.
We got a Blu-ray coming for, speaking of Freaky, starring Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton.
Oh, this is one I'd watch if it was streaming free somewhere, but...
After swapping bodies with a deranged serial killer, a young girl in high school discovers she has less than 24 hours before the change becomes permanent. I had no idea what that's about. It sounds decent.
Is that chick hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
She's in 3 Billboards. And she was in Paranormal Activity 4.
She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure she was of age before I said anything.
We have coming to Paramount Presents Elizabethtown. You ever seen this?
I've never seen that movie. I know about it.
I didn't know Cameron Crowe did it. That's enough for me to maybe check it out. During an outrageous memorial for a Southern patriarch, an unexpected romance blooms. Orlando Bloom's in it. Blooms between a young man and woman. Wow, never mind. Sounds generic.
Kirsten Dunst. There's good people in it, though. Some good hot chicks.
Who?
Jessica Biel, Judy Greer.
Oh, okay.
Paula Deen.
Is it sad that I'd prefer Judy Greer?
Oh, how about Kirsten Dunst?
I like her. I've heard she smells.
Sometimes she looks hot, and sometimes she looks like
Jumanji.
Yeah. There's that dark humor you wanted, folks.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Sometimes she looks really good. Sometimes
does
not.
This film from 2005, she looks pretty good.
Nice. She's got the toboggan on.
Yeah, that stupid term. It's a beanie.
It's both. It's like people that are called soda pop. It's stupid. Well, that's the same people that would call it a toboggan, though.
Pop is a verb.
God, you're so sophisticated.
Judy Greer is hot. So hot. Ugh.
I'll let you borrow The Village. She's in that.
Oh, okay.
sisters.
Don't mind slapping it to a new Judy film.
Well, good thing you have Judy on Blu-ray.
Not the Judy I was thinking of, but fair enough.
We also have coming out to the Paramount Presents Love Story, which is it's pretty good. It's got Ally McGraw and Ryan O'Neal.
Never heard
sorry.
of it.
I thought
I've never heard
Ryan
of it.
O'Neal.
I do.
I mean, it's literally that. It's a love story.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd watch it. Oh man! Oh god! Oh man!
Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! I don't want to talk to my daughter. I don't want a good relationship with my daughter. Oh god! Oh man!
99 minutes. That's what I like.
Simple, nice and simple. But if that doesn't do it for you, we've got Sputnik coming out, which I remember talking about this trailer.
Oh yeah, what is it? Is this Ethan Hawke?
No, I think it's Russian. I think.
Oh, I'm talking out of my ass. Oops.
Thinking of Tesla?
Probably.
Yeah, I think that comes out the week before.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a cool little horror film, like space horror. It's been done before, but
yeah, it looks all right.
and then if that's not your thing, then we have the 2020 World Series Los Angeles Dodgers collection. It'll be about 5 minutes long, considering how long the season was.
That's not my thing.
I have the Phillies one. That probably barely made it to Blu-ray since that was so long ago.
Well, I've got the Yankees one, so we're covered there.
What, on VHS?
How does that make any sense?
Because they won in 1990s, 2000.
No, I've got the 2009 Blu-ray, and I've already got the 2021 Blu-ray pre-ordered.
What, for the Baltimore Orioles?
Fuck no. I don't think so, buddy.
That's about it. I wonder if we should check out theatrical releases now since stuff's coming out. Let's see here. Coming out. What would it be, the 5th? That would be when we put this out, right? The 5th? February
Yes,
5th?
but I mean, you could talk about those if you wanted to. They'll still be in theaters.
Ugh, there's nothing, so we'll just skip that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I guess it's time to get to our meat and potatoes.
Oh, God, I love coming of age.
Well, did you ever come of age?
I
or are you
did.
still a fucking child?
No, I think I'm still stuck in, like, this weird,
It really is weird. Like, I feel like people my age when I was younger were grown up and were had jobs where you wore a tie and suit, and I show up to work in fucking shorts, and I feel like I'm in this weird purgatory where I'm never gonna grow up.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I'm stuck.
I'm stuck. Hey, it's fine by me. I'm not sad, so I'm just.
But
sure
maybe you just don't realize when you come of age.
Oh my god!
Like constant.
It's like
moment.
You ever think about like maybe you don't come to the age, but the age comes to you? I think it's the other way around. Well, coming of age could have a plethora of different descriptions. So I have here what's probably the definitive description of what a coming of age film is.
Character sits on computer, working on college application.
I'm sure
character goes through a series of life-changing events. Character gets accepted into college. Character has come of age.
Is that your description?
For a lot of them that come out nowadays.
Yeah, coming of age is a genre of teen films. Coming of age films focus on the psychological and moral growth or transition of a protagonist from youth to adulthood.
From male
personal
to
growth
female.
Nowadays, personal growth and change is an important characteristic of this genre, which relies on dialogue and emotional responses rather than action. The story is sometimes told in the form of a flashback. Historically, coming-of-age films usually centered on young boys, although coming-of-age films focusing on girls have become more common in the early 21st century.
Yes, 8th grade, anyone?
Ooh, I'd really enjoy that film.
So did I, because you know what? That girl is like, didn't seem like she was doing much acting, honestly.
No, it became pretty natural. If you watch
perfect casting.
If you watch the interviews, she was pretty much the same thing.
Yep.
Were you the bullied or the bully in 8th grade?
I I was never bullied, I'll tell you that.
But you weren't picking on kids?
No, there was a couple kids that I gave shit to, but
it all comes out now.
I was not like the guy that you see in movies that pushes kids up against the locker or anything. But, who didn't have a couple kids that you give shit to?
That's true. That's a good point.
I was never no, I was not a bully.
You weren't relentlessly pushing a kid towards the end of his life?
No. Just like, no, not a bully. And nobody fucked with me because I kick anyone's ass. That's right.
No, you wouldn't. They just wouldn't come up to you because you were big.
Well, that's all that's all you need. I can't fight for shit, but I look like I can, so.
Never got in a fight in my life.
Yeah,
probably wouldn't be able to take it.
Oh, you'd get fucking killed, probably.
Thanks.
Weak, brittle beta boy.
Weak, brittle? Okay. Congratulations on hitting home runs in softball. You're so strong. You're
not going to beat me up. I ran 30 minutes on the treadmill this week.
Yeah, you have to outrun me, bitch.
Never bullied, though. Never bullied.
That's good. That seems to be a usual side plot in coming-of-age films.
Yes.
But I've compiled a list here of some of the best ones, some of the ones I want to talk about, some that we really enjoy. And
some of our favorites.
Okay, first one we got here is, I don't know if I'd call it a favorite of yours, but Ginger Snaps?
Oh, dude, no, that is a favorite of mine. And
favorite
I never
horror or favorite all time?
It's a favorite October Halloween film, I guess. But I mean, I like that movie a lot. And I never think of it as coming of age, but it is.
They're in high school, right? And it's about puberty.
The whole thing is a giant metaphor for female puberty.
Well, we know you love metaphors.
That movie's awesome, though. I think that's one of the better werewolf films. One of the better Scream Factory titles.
I haven't gone back and watched it since I saw it for the first time. So
you didn't like it, huh?
Didn't love it. Didn't hate it either. It just kind of sits in that middling territory.
Right. That's not a movie I'm putting in February and watching. It's a Halloween movie. I think it's... I mean, you could watch it anytime, but there's also some really good Halloween shit. I love when movies like that have like a nice Halloween party that's got one in it. And I don't know, something about that movie. Those two goth sisters and Catherine Isabel, who's just like smoking hot, gets bit, transforms. It's fucking great. Some really gnarly scenes in there.
Yeah.
But it is a coming of age film.
So yeah. This one I do love, Perks of Being a Wallflower.
You know what? I need to watch this again because when that came out, I bought it, watched it like 4 times, and I haven't seen it since.
4 times because you like it?
Oh, yeah. I really like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Great performances all around.
Yeah.
I think Logan Lerman's really good in it. And I think it was like one of the first movies after Harry Potter for Emma Watson.
It was. I remember watching that. You think, okay, she is going to have some sort of career,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's hot with that little pixie haircut, man.
Oh, man. If Emma Watson wanted to be friends with me in high school, I wouldn't handle myself. I'd be worse than Logan Lerman in that movie.
God, man. Fuck, she's hot.
A couple boy movies. We have Boy, which is a Taika Waititi movie.
Never seen it.
It's pretty good. I really enjoyed that one. And then Boyhood, which we don't have to really go into too deep.
Fuck it. The rest of this episode, we're talking about Boyhood.
Okay. We've trapped everybody into listening to this episode so we can talk about Boyhood.
I really have been wanting to watch that again. And I see this big stack of movies that you let me borrow that I need to get through. But, God, I just imagine that opening shot of Boyhood in it.
If you just want to put Boyhood in, I can hold off on needing my movies back.
Man, oh man. That fucking movie, that changed my life. It really did.
I agree. I really do. It just...
Not that this has been some mega big-time successful podcast, but I don't think we'd be doing this podcast without Boyhood.
No, we definitely wouldn't be working together.
Right. I mean, literally changed my life. I probably wouldn't know you. I wouldn't have moved to Arizona. I mean, I might have moved to Arizona. I wouldn't have worked with you, though, in Arizona.
No,
I mean,
definitely not.
Really been a trickle-down effect from that film and how this whole thing started, and Nick D and Matt. I mean, that was our bonding thing,
Yeah, it was. It's just a movie that even after I watch it, I can watch it again. It just never gets old. It's different parts have meant different things to me over the years.
Definitely.
and it's just a movie you go back to and just always feel something from.
That, in my opinion, and we're talking about this entire genre, but to me, that there is no film that's done that genre better than Boyhood. I mean, that's the best.
I mean, the whole thing is him coming of age. That's really it.
And people like to rip on the gimmick of the 12 years, whatever, you know. I know they're probably
gimmick.
Yeah, that was. Oh, it took 12 years to make. Those assholes that type in that SpongeBob font that's like so not funny, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking movie's phenomenal, really is.
Yeah. Okay, it may not have been as good if it didn't go over 12 years, but it did, and it makes it better.
What's
a negative about that?
Right, and, you know, I've never been one to invest much thought into the Academy Awards, but I really started to kind of write it off when Linklater was shafted twice for that movie. I like Birdman a lot.
Yeah.
And if you want to give Birdman Best Picture, that's fine. But to not even...
is also a technological achievement. It's
right.
You know, it's one shot, really great.
I love that movie. I mean, I do. But for Linklater to not even get to not give the guy Best Director for working on a project that long and making it that good is fucking just criminal.
It is, and fuck, dude. Sorry, just got the Didi news.
Oh, breaking news. Sports news.
Didi Gregorius coming back to the Phillies. Let's go, boys.
Breaking news, the Phillies will win 79 games this year.
Holy shit, I would just be happy with a over 500 record.
That's loser's mentality.
How do you go 10 years without a 500 record? It's just beyond me.
Is that the Phillies?
Yeah.
They haven't finished above 500 in 10 years?
2011 was the last time they went above 500.
My God.
And
I think I was 2 or 3 years old last time the Yankees didn't have a winning record.
Must be nice.
And they had winning records even when they rolled out fucking Vernon Wells and Kevin Youkilis and all sorts of bums.
It's disturbing. It's sickening.
The audience doesn't care about the Phillies. They want to hear about Mason Evans Jr.
Honestly, I don't think they give a shit about either. Yeah, it's masterpiece, like in every sense of the word. It's we'll probably keep talking about it even years from now if we're still doing this crap. And
I mean, this is a film that will stick with me for the rest of my life, you know. I mean, god damn, came out in 2014. I think I've seen it 12 or 13 times, you know.
Yeah. I mean, not that my list is the definitive, but it's the only 21st century movie in my top 10. It's just it's different than anything else that's I wouldn't say ever come out, because there's things like it, but
right.
It's something else.
It's just
incredible.
And you know, I mean, like, sometimes a 3-hour movie can be a chore to sit through. Mm-hmm. But there's some that flow really quick. Like Titanic to me is a fast 3-hour watch.
Yeah, incredibly quick.
Like Boyhood is like that. It's fast. It's fast moving because there's always, you don't get too much footage of the one era, you know. It always flips to the next year pretty quickly.
Yeah, and you're always interested, like, oh, what's happening in this era of his life? How did the eras of my life go? I
mean, you know, I've always related to that movie because I'm kind of similar to that character. You know, I never got into photography and shit, but I think that's why I love that movie so much, because it kind of reminds me of myself going through some of those scenarios. And
it reminds me of so many parts of my life.
Right. I mean, you know, the parents and living with, you know, a step parent that you might not like, and you know, I mean, it's very relatable for me. But I can see how somebody wouldn't like that, you know.
Well, I'm curious what women or girls think of it. Can they not relate to it? Any of our female audience out there that has seen Boyhood, let us know. Do you like it? Do you not relate to it? Because I'm curious, just because I think a lot of people just don't relate to it, because it's just, they're just walking, they're just doing stuff. They're not doing anything in particular.
I've recommended that movie to quite a few people, and a lot of times it comes back to me with, what the fuck, what a waste of my time. And, you know, I just, don't ask me for any more recommendations.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and watch The Little Lies, you idiot.
Sorry, Mason didn't join the army or something.
Who's that supposed to be against me?
No, but it sounded like a shot against you. But you know what I mean. Like that's one of the common complaints I've heard about Boyhood is that, he was a boring kid, you know, or
aren't we all
boring? But he was an artsy guy, and I think Linklater with that film, they didn't control the way he grew up in real life. They kind of molded that film on his actual personality,
But what's incredible about it is there were no guidelines as to how the character would grow up. It was just how they grew up in real life.
Yeah, I mean, if Eller Coltrane would have been a football player, a big athlete, the movie would have been about that,
Yeah, it's just we're all angst-ridden kids growing up, so I don't know how it's any different than anybody else.
And you can, I agree, and you could criticize some of the acting, I guess. Yeah, Eller Coltrane gets gradually worse as he gets older, but on the contrast, Ethan Hawke is fucking phenomenal. Patty Arquette is fucking phenomenal.
They get better throughout, and they carry it.
Marco Petrella, who plays the abusive stepdad, that's one of the greatest goddamn performances I've ever seen. Really.
It's like, it's realistically douchey in the way that he plays an alcoholic and an asshole.
And
abusive.
You watch that and you think, this guy's got to be a dickhead in real life because it's almost scary good.
He's not.
So there are a lot of good performances. Say what you want about Mason, but a lot of good performances.
Yeah. And we'll shut up for now on Boyhood and move on, but hopefully that kind of explains why we enjoy it so much.
What if the moment seizes us?
I don't know. I kind of think it's the other way around.
Jesse Meckler, have my child, please.
She won't even stay following you on Instagram. So.
Guys, want to hear the funniest story? I follow the chick from the end of Boyhood. The chick that has the big speech with Mason at the end, because she's super hot. And I was at Nick's place, actually. My phone lit up. My phone lit up that she followed me back, and for a split second I was like, fuck yeah. I'm like, Mason, this is real life shit. I was going to drop her with a DM and see if we could get into some life discussions, but it must have been an accidental follow because she unfollowed me immediately.
Yeah, poor
boy.
guy.
Talk about being on a high and crash into an all-time low in a span of 30 seconds.
Now you feel what it's like to be on drugs.
I just wanted to message her, see if we could get into some life dialogue.
Do you think,
send some crotch pics?
Look even better in my crotch.
You ever been to a motel?
Dirty Dancing? It doesn't feel like a coming-of-age movie, but it doesn't. Is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of these in this list that I was just going to say, I'm sure there'll be things that we wouldn't even think about being a coming-of-age, but...
She's kind of repressed, right, before she meets Patty.
Super fucking hot, yeah.
Oh, my
Patrick,
God.
That is.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, talk about two hot people in that movie. Fuck.
Yeah. Talk about a menage a trois I'd like to be part of.
Oh, for real. But
pick me up. Pick me up, Patrick.
I mean, that is a coming of age film. Yeah, she's repressed, I guess. And I don't know. I've only seen that like once all the way through.
Yeah, me too, but I really enjoyed it.
It's good. It's better than I remember thinking, wow, I like this more than I feel like I should.
Maybe, but it obviously has a following. And,
she was so hot in that movie.
Oh, prime.
And those little fucking jean shorts.
Prime. What? You know what year it came out? What did this come out or Ferris Bueller first?
Dirty Dancing is 1987.
Oh, so it came out after.
After, yeah.
Oh boy, she is like one of the premier '80s babes.
Mm-hmm. Jennifer Grey.
Still looks good to this day.
She does, but she doesn't even look like the same person.
She doesn't. Just make sure she stays out of the passenger seat of your car when you're driving.
That's right. She's bad news. But super hot in that movie, and that is a good movie.
Yeah. Raw. I hate this movie.
Oh, is this about the cannibal girl?
Yeah.
You didn't like that?
I did not like it. It made me feel really disgusting watching it.
I actually like that movie. I got it as a 3, but
what do I have it as?
You have it as a 2.5.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not like I like it a lot more than you do, but I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting concept. It just didn't do too much for me. It just, I don't know. I felt really uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah.
And I don't usually feel. I don't think so.
That's some foreign shit. Never mind.
I've got most Ghibli's here, but more specifically Spirited Away.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite Ghibli. I mean, it's incredible.
Have you seen all those, or like all the main ones?
Most. I haven't seen Tales from Earthsea. I haven't seen Castle in the Sky. But I think I've seen all the other ones.
Seen Howl's.
Yeah, Howl's. I haven't watched that since before Letterboxd.
Fuck, I love that movie, man. I like Spirited Away a lot too, though. I mean, that's
yeah. I mean, and then you get into all these other anime films that are out there. There's like The Tale of Princess Kaguya, which you could say is coming of age.
Yeah.
There's some animation can be really good.
Wait, so is The Lion King coming of age?
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that.
Unbelievable.
It might be on the... Wait, it is on my list, so yeah, it's coming of age.
You deliberately disobeyed me.
Oh my god. At work the other day, I was watching the clip with the song Reflections of Mufasa.
Oh.
When he sees his dad in the clouds.
Oh.
Dad, don't leave me. Oh my god.
Remember.
I had to go to the bathroom for a second.
It's a great film, man.
I love it. It's one of my favorites. Badlands. I know you're not a big Terry fan, but this is a good one. This one is
like 4 Criterions that I've ever sold, and that's one of them.
This one's straightforward. They just go on a crime spree. It's like Bonnie and Clyde sort of thing.
Malik blows.
You know what doesn't blow? The Graduate.
Fucking phenomenal film.
God. I've talked about this one, obviously, a lot, but I do have a lot of notes here on the film because it really was kind of a phenomenon when it came out.
That's a movie that doesn't seem like it's 1967. It almost seems like 80s, you know?
It does, yeah. I think it kind of changed the landscape of how movies were. Because it's a risque plot.
She was so fucking hot, though.
Which one? I mean...
Well, yeah, both of them, but Mrs. Robinson for sure.
Oh, Anne Bancroft in that movie is just like... And then Catherine Ross...
Yeah.
Like all-time film crush. Ridiculous. It was the highest grossing movie in 1967. Adjusted for inflation, the film's gross is $805 million, and that's the 23rd highest ever grossing movie in America.
Damn.
7 nominations at the Oscars, including Best Picture, and it won for Best Director.
It's pretty cool.
Nichols' first choice for Mrs. Robinson was French actress Jeanne Moreau. But the motivation for this was the cliche that in French culture, older women tended to train the younger men in sexual matters.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that were thought for the role. Doris Day, but she didn't like the nudity. It offended her.
Well, fine. Whatever. It's fine the way they did it.
Faye Dunaway was also considered for Elaine, but had to turn it down for Bonnie and Clyde, which is... I don't like that movie very much.
It takes Dustin way too long to seal the deal with her in that movie, though. I would have been all on that right away.
With Elaine or with...
With the mom.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you? No shit.
Yeah, I mean, can you just fucking man up already?
Shirley MacLaine refused the role. Would have loved to see her in that. And then before Hoffman was cast, Robert Redford and Warren Beatty were among the top choices.
You could see Robert Redford in that role.
Oh yeah, but I think they said he was too handsome or something.
Yeah.
He didn't possess the underdog quality that Benjamin needed.
That's I'm kind of newer to that movie. I watched it, I don't know, a couple years ago for the first time. Then I watched it last year again, and yeah, I mean, I fucking love it. It's next time I watch it, it'll probably be a fiver.
Yeah, it just kept getting better and better for me. Speaking of weirdly repressed strange boys and older women, Harold and Maude.
Never seen it. Harold and Kumar.
It's a good one. The guy's like obsessed with suicide, and it's really strange. It's very unique to the time.
Interesting.
Very weird. Rebel Without a Cause. That's
James
an obvious
Dean?
one. Rebel without driving skills.
Rebel with piss poor driving skills.
Have you seen that one?
I haven't. It's been on my watch list for fucking ever, man. Do you own that?
I do, yeah.
Might be another one to let old Seth borrow.
Let me just get the stack ready.
Yeah, fuck.
Shit. Nick's Rental Emporium over here.
Well, shit, rent from Nick or spend $20 to buy it?
Hey, well, it gives me more purpose to own movies if I can let other people borrow them. And
yeah, let me know if you want to borrow Bucky Larson.
Okay. I won't, but okay.
Born to be a star, baby.
Oh, Mommy? I've heard people say this is good, but...
Oh, yeah, that movie. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, that movie. I think the kid is mentally ill or he has autism or something.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that too. I'd like to watch it. It was on like Prime for a little bit, and then I went back to watch it and it was gone, so...
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, that sucks. But, speaking of things I can let you borrow, for sure, the Tree of Life.
Sat through it once, never fucking watching that piece of shit again. Malik sucks.
You might change. You might change your idea.
No, I never will. It's a horrible film. Makes no goddamn sense. Sean Penn walking around the Grand Canyon with a fucking suit on. What's the point of that?
A lot of things don't seem like they make sense to you. Maybe you should not be so dumb.
Oh, Jessica Chastain's floating in the air. Wow, what the fuck does that mean?
Ethan Hawke and Amanda Seyfried float around in First Reformed.
Let's hear it. What's it mean?
She floats around in Saint Maud.
What's it mean?
Harry floats around on a broomstick, you fucking idiot.
What's it mean? That's a magical world.
So it's a Tree of Life because it's going on in his mind.
Fucking garbage. National Geographic cheap documentary dinosaurs.
Oh my god. What about Hunt for the Wilder People?
You could talk about Tree of Life. I'm just sticking it up.
No, it's okay.
I guess I've only seen that once, but yeah, I guess that was a coming of age film. Tree of Life.
Well, yeah, it goes back and forth between when he's a kid growing up with his super... It's about nature and grace.
I don't think you even know what it's about.
His father represents nature.
I think you're full of fucking shit.
And his mom represents grace. It's really very simple.
You guys hear this? Tell me Nick doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It's really very simple. I know it's not consumerism and you don't get it.
Smart. I was in TAG, bro. Talented and gifted.
Tarded and gay.
I was in TAG. I've got a high IQ.
Right.
I'm smart. Oh, you want to take an IQ test?
Yeah, sure.
Compare results? Oh.
Let's do it.
You don't even want that, buddy.
Let's take a film trivia
that is
quiz
not IQ,
and
though.
see who's smarter.
That's just going to show who's the biggest fucking loser.
No, so does IQ test.
No.
Oh, I care about getting smarter. I care about
brain
learning.
Power. They give you trick questions, and you got to use brain power to figure it out.
Gotta use brother magic for it.
Oh.
Fuck you, your opinions are dumb.
Yes, just like with Matt, when he would get in here and talk about that, I think you and him both don't know what's going on in that movie, but...
I've explained it several times, and you just keep saying that, so I don't know what else to do for you, pal.
Sir, you're talking out of your rear.
You need to just watch it again.
Fuck no.
I'll let you borrow that. I'll stick that one in with the rest of them.
I sold that Blu-ray too, piece of shit. I sold all Malik and all Lynch from my collection. It's been purged. The two single
have you
worst
seen The
filmmakers.
Elephant Man?
No, I don't even want to.
It's one of his best. It's super simple. There's no weird things going on.
The two single worst filmmakers in cinematic history.
One of the great performances by John Hurt. He plays Ollivander. Does that do anything?
John Hurt?
Hurt. John Hurt. Well, I would say he's a dead idiot, but so is John Hurt.
I wonder.
Ooh, man. I felt a tingle on my tip after you said that.
I'm just kidding, but I'm glad you like Tree Life. I know a lot of people love it.
I wondered when I'd be seeing you here, Mr.
Potter. Bless my soul.
The one chooses the wizard. Okay, Hunt for the Wilder People. What do you think of that one?
Love Sam Neill. I like that movie, actually. I've only seen it once. I liked it, though.
Yeah, it's a good time. Enjoy it. Rushmore, though.
Yes. I would always tell you that Life Aquatic was my favorite Wes Anderson, but...
Hold on, everybody. Breaking news.
I'm going to have to watch them both again, but I'm leaning towards Rushmore being his true, M-word.
Yeah. It's fantastic. It's everybody's good at that.
Jason Schwartzman's just like such a good smartass in that movie. Like he's just so, like you just want to fucking punch him in the face. But it's like great.
They're OR scrubs.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, like he's just like he's an annoying little bastard. But God, Mason Gamble and that wizard. Wow, what a performance!
Wow. Yeah. And that's where the Fall Out Boy song "Tell That Mick You Just Made My List of Things to Do Today" came from.
Ah, the classic early 2000s. Let's take a title. Let's make our title something from a relevant or an obscure movie quote.
Yeah. So when I watched Rushmore for the first time and I heard that, I was like, "Oh, holy shit!"
That's funny.
Fall Out Boy likes Rushmore.
Man, goddamn, I love that movie.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes, I went through a kick of Pan's Labyrinth last year. I watched it like twice.
I liked it the first time. I need to watch it again. It's like a dark war fairy tale coming of age film.
It's a weird like mishmash of genres. I mean, there's like some pretty, I don't know, that movie, like if you didn't know any better, you'd think it was a kid's film, but there's like some gnarly murder scenes and it's just some shit like you don't want to show a kid that. The fucking Doug Jones monster biting off the fairies' heads.
It's horrifying.
I mean, there's some crazy shit in that movie. It is good though. It's a coming of age Ophelia. You know, bless you.
Thank you.
You know,
oh yeah,
her,
she's
her and her mom
looking prime these days.
I've seen her. Moves in with that scary captain guy, and
oh yeah, Scumbag.
Fuck. Great film, dude. That's Guillermo's best, easily, in my opinion.
I think I agree. I can't think of.
Have you only seen that once?
I have seen it only once. Yeah.
It's one of those. You know what? I like that more when I watch it again. It's one of those like leaves you thinking, and then you start to wonder like you don't really know what she's seeing or what's all in her head and what's really going on. You know?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of ways you could decipher that film.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite. I do like Crimson Peak. And I do like Shape of Water. I hope one day that one finally clicks with me, but something about it just feels really off.
My problem with Shape of Water was that once things start happening, it's way too quick.
Okay. Like
they break him out, and then suddenly it's just all fast. You know, it's like a slow build up, and then everything happens so fast.
It really is. They break him out, and then that's kind of it.
But I would watch that again. Crimson Peak's on my watch list. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's a like gothic horror film.
Yeah, I like
Mia Wasikowska is.
I like Guillermo. Can't wait for Pinocchio.
Oh shit!
With Ewan McGregor.
Is he Geppetto?
I don't know who he is, but it's also got Ron Perlman and Tilda Swinton and John Turturro and Tim Blake Nelson and Finn Fuckhard.
Oh, Ewan McGregor's Cricket.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Geppetto is David. Oh my God,
Christoph Waltz.
Geppetto is David Bradley, Argus Filch from Harry Potter.
Holy dude.
Daddies.
That's awesome.
I'm ready.
That's sick.
Well, let me go ahead and add this to my watch list on Letterboxd because that's everything matters on Letterboxd.
Mrs. Noss.
Yeah, if he gets upset about a cat, just wait till he gets upset about his wooden boy.
He was great in Game of Thrones too. Scary motherfucker.
Scumbag, yeah.
Oh,
he's great in The World's End.
Interesting.
He's in it for like 5 minutes.
You know, Tim Blake Nelson's one weird looking guy.
He is. He's really strange.
I was watching
Holes?
I was scrolling past on TV the other night. It was Oh Brother Where Art Thou? God, he's just a goofy looking motherfucker.
I watched this really weird avant-garde movie the other day called Detachment with Adrian Brody, and he's in that. And
really?
He's like a substitute teacher, and he's telling these kids, he's like, just shut up. I'm going to put the DVD in. Just shut up.
He's so, I don't know, odd looking guy.
Yeah,
I want to watch that Buster Scruggs.
Ooh, I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you think that you have to be good looking in Hollywood, he's the guy that's going to show you don't have to be.
You have to either be good looking or so fucking goofy that it works.
He's usually good in everything that I've seen him in.
He is.
American Graffiti.
Watched that last year for the first time. I fucking loved it.
Oh,
you a fan? You a fan?
I did not love it. I like it.
To me, it was like Dazed and Confused in the 50s, I guess. Or 62, early 60s.
Yeah, that... Yeah.
there's not much of a plot. You know, they're kind of gathered around at Mel's Drive-In, and then they break off in their separate cars, and they're just kind of cruising around. And I thought that was really good. I actually saw the Blu-ray last night at Zia, but it was a little too pricey for me.
Okay, yeah, I thought it felt a little amateurish at times.
Yeah,
it's George Lucas before Star Wars, right?
Yeah. 73.
When did Star Wars come out? 77?
Shortly after, yeah. First Star Wars was 77.
Okay. Wow, I'm so smart.
You are. I was just going to say, this is George's best work easily, but...
yeah, I don't know how much I like the Star Wars movies, honestly.
The original trilogy I'm a fan of.
T was watching them the other day, and
It's become almost comical now.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the ones now.
Yeah. I've always said, it was a novelty when you only had those 3 movies. There was not everything had to be explained. But anyways, American Graffiti, I enjoyed a lot. Coming of age. I like that time period, I guess.
I do too, yeah.
Do you have any recommendations for films that take place in the young people in the late 50s, early 60s? When's Last Picture Show take place?
I think that's the 50s.
See, that looks like that's why I want to watch that.
Yeah, it's probably perfect for you. Let me make sure.
I like it. American Graffiti got a nice young Richard Dreyfuss, Ron Howard cruising around, young Harrison Ford, dickhead.
Yeah, set in November 1951 to 52.
See. It's going to be my type of movie. You know what? I don't know how much you remember American Graffiti. Do you remember the ending?
Yeah.
It's
like pictures or...
It's like jarring.
Yeah, it really is, because it's almost like a comedy for the most part.
Well, yeah, and it's like, okay, everybody's doing good, and then the last shot is their pictures pop up on the screen, and then a little description that what happened to them, and then the one guy's like, oh, died in Vietnam. It's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
But it's kind of cool. It's unique.
It is, yeah. And then the Sandlot ripped it off.
Timmy and Tommy went on to invent the mini mall.
God, shut up. There's in the second one, there's the Timmy and Tommy type characters. One of them's deaf, and the other one is his interpreter, pretty much. And at the end they say, "Oh, so and so went on to create Def Jam Records."
Ew. Why the fuck did James Earl Jones ever appear in that sequel, man?
Because he's really not that great of an actor. He just has a good voice.
Wow. Unreal. Guess you're racist.
Yeah, okay. I like Michael B. Jordan.
Love American Graffiti, though. Need to get that Blu-ray.
Sorry, I'm moving my microphone. Minding the Gap?
Not your traditional, conventional coming of age, but it's a fucking great movie.
It is. I can't wait to get... Yeah, I know I can watch it on Hulu whenever, but I can't wait to pick up that Criterion when the sale comes around.
Fuck, is that already out?
Yeah, it was at Zia yesterday.
Shit, I forgot that was even getting a Criterion.
It was sitting at $25, which is still just a little too much.
Okay,
just wait for
cool.
the sale. That's a doc I could rewatch. So I feel like I would, if I owned it, it would get its time.
I mean, you'd think, oh, it's a skateboarding doc, but it's really about those kids,
And there's some great supplements on there. I think there's an interview with Tony Hawk where they're talking about the movie, and
that's sweet.
There's the director does an interview with some famous director. I think it's just. Yeah, a really well done documentary, and love the part when he's talking to his mom about the abusive husband and
shit. That the one kid moved out here, the black guy.
Did he?
He lives out here somewhere.
I'm not good, but I like the skateboarding culture.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, those are the guys I hung out with. I guess I was just like a poser fuck because I couldn't skate, but
I was too.
That's where I hung out. Those are the guys that I hung out with. I mean, I remember several times going with my buddies to skate parks, and I would just kind of chill.
Mm-hmm.
It was just fun to hang out. But they would skate, and I'd sit there and fucking drink something or whatever.
So you were like, oh, what's his name in mid-90s? Sonny Solchik?
Oh, Stevie.
Stevie. Yeah, I was like him too, don't worry.
I was just never coordinated for that.
I just couldn't, yeah.
I did try dropping in once, and I almost shattered my ankle. It was like a dare, like, oh, dude, let's try to make our own jackass. Fucking broke my leg.
Yikes. Well, here's something that you can talk about. White boys.
Oh, the Yarrington family of actors.
Yeah, what is this?
This is a movie, I don't think anyone's really seen it. White Boys looks into the lives of farm-town white kids obsessed with black gangsta rap and the lifestyle that seems to surround it. This movie hits home because it was filmed at home. It's about guys in Iowa. Danny Hawk is the main guy. He's actually went on to have a pretty good career, but he's kind of a wigger, I guess would be the term.
I haven't heard that term in a long time.
That's what he would have been back in the day. But it's funny. I think it's a fucking good movie because they're like phony fucking thugs, Mm-hmm. And they're like one night, man, let's go to Chicago, which is like a 3-hour drive from my hometown. Because Chicago's where the real gangsters are at. So they fucking go to Chicago, and they're like hanging out like in the projects, and they get like people are shooting at them, and they get fucking scared. They get scared, and they come back, and then they kind of change their, like we're not phony gangsters. We're not about this lifestyle. I think it's a good
not
movie.
For them.
But I like the movie because it reminds you of home, and like I know guys like that. So, and my uncle is in it as a cop, so I kind of have an attachment to it.
Yeah. Is it like a prevalent role at all?
No. He's like he's a cop that shows up at the party and breaks up the party.
Okay.
It's funny because I don't know. He's told me the story. Like they're doing a casting thing where they needed 2 local cops, and I don't know. He got in the Screen Actors Guild for it and all that shit.
Oh, nice. So he could vote for Academy films.
Yeah, I guess so. It's you might not appreciate it if you're not from the Midwest, but if you are, it's just.
I am from the Midwest.
Yeah, so you would probably like it. I don't know. You'd probably think it was a piece of shit, but I think it's funny because I knew guys like that. Like, let's go to Chicago and we'll be a real thug.
Let's go to Columbus. That's the cool place. It's the big city.
Several large
off.
rappers in that film too. Dr. Dre, Fat Joe, Snoop Dogg, Slick Rick.
Wow.
Yeah,
I knew 2 of them.
it's a fun little movie. Don't it's not going to change your life, but
okay. What about Lucas?
Love Lucas, even though Charlie Sheen raped Corey Haim on it.
No, he didn't. They're
Yeah,
just saying that.
he did. He used Crisco on his butt.
I have nothing to say about this movie. I've never seen it.
You should watch the movie.
Fish Tank.
Now, why can't we talk about Lucas? That's a big coming-of-age film.
A big coming-of-age film?
I think so.
Okay, talk about it.
It's great. Corey Haim is this young, kind of loser kid. He's got a young Winona Ryder before she started stealing shit.
Oh, cool.
Tom Hodges, a.k.a. Lars from Heavyweights.
Oh, okay, now you're getting it.
Honestly, I think you would like it. It's not one of my favorites. I've got it as a 3.5, but it's pretty solid.
Okay.
It's a good one of those good 80s films. He's like a loser, and he not much really. He's just like this fucking loser kid, and he this new girl. It's the chick from the Goonies, and they kind of go off together, and he gets bullied and shit by Lars. It's pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you'll never watch it, but if you ever want to, I've got the blue.
Oh, do you? Well, that makes it easier to tell you not to bring it.
See, you've got this weird fucking hate for Haim and Feldman. I'm tired of it. 2 of the greatest actors of all time.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad that somebody thinks so, because otherwise Feldman would have nothing else.
I don't understand why you get shit on Corey Feldman so bad.
He sucks. He's a hack.
Okay, maybe he's been in a lot of shitty movies, but he's also been in a handful of some of the most...
Yeah, but they're not good because of him.
You don't think he's good in Stand By Me?
I don't think Stand By Me's good at all.
You don't like Stand By Me?
No, it's fine.
You got it as a 4-star, you fucking fuck.
It's good.
I don't know. I think the guy's really... Yeah, okay. Those top 4 movies are maybe shit that, he's known for, and then there's a lot of garbage. I'll give you that. Look, I will admit, he's in a lot of shitty movies, but when you're in a handful of those 80s classics, what else do you need?
Hey, it's more than I've done.
So quit fucking ripping into fucking Feldman all the time.
I don't. You just talk about him so much.
Fucking idiot. I never do.
God, Corey Feldman is just like the generational talent that got me into movies. Shut the fuck up.
Those words never came out of my goddamn mouth. Haim was taken from this world way too young.
How did he die?
I don't know. He's a drug addict, pills and shit.
Well, that's his fucking fault.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we can show sympathy to Judy Garland for getting throwing a bunch of pills in her face, those guys were fucked with big time, man. And yeah, I know his
apparently
his little documentary is ridiculous. Oh, we're getting hacked in real time. Yeah, I know that shit's stupid. He's really milked it, but those guys really were like.
I'm sure they were.
Yeah,
all those kids were.
Right. If you want to talk about sick shit in Hollywood, I mean, those guys are definitely fucked with.
Yeah,
and I think that definitely, Haim especially. Really.
Oh, I'm sure that's what turned him down that road.
I mean, it fucked his life up.
Yeah.
Lucas is a good movie though.
Okay. It's a better movie though. Fish Tank.
Love Fish Tank.
This is the dirty Andrea Arnold film that I do really enjoy. Not to say I
think you need to give American Honey another watch.
Yeah, I don't dislike it, but I did like this one a lot more on the first watch.
I thought you didn't like Fish Tank though, and then you went and bought it.
No, I do like Fish Tank.
Oh, I thought you said, I hated Fish Tank, and then you're like, you know what, I changed my mind, and then you went and bought it.
Maybe I made fun of it because it was another dirty film.
See, the guy doesn't even know his own opinions. I need a new partner for this show.
See, this was around the time when I wasn't rating things, so it's logged.
I swear, though, because I remember that about you. I was like, dude, you ever seen Fish Tank? You're like, ugh. And then it was like a couple years later, you're like, you know what? I got a copy of Fish Tank.
Yeah, you're probably right. It probably did. My opinion did change.
It's a good movie.
I don't remember really disliking it when I watched it, though. That's what's weird.
It's pathetic how I know how you felt about it, but you don't.
Well, I'm your hero.
Perhaps I should get a hobby.
Get a chick, dude.
Get a chick, dude. You can say that to me again. Back to being a loser.
Yeah, well, you don't need a partner to be interesting or cool.
I'm gonna be Michael Fassbender in Shame.
Man, yeah, it was kind of jarring to see Michael Fassbender with all these nobody actors.
Yeah,
but it was before he became big. So
I really I like her work as a director, man. Yeah, I want to see more from her.
Hopefully, one day you will.
And American Honey is there's no film that's made for Criterion more than that movie.
You'd think it has to come eventually.
Well, I mean, there's nothing on that original Blu-ray, and that should be a Criterion film.
We can kind of bust through a lot of these because I do have a lot more.
It's okay. Give the audience what they want, a long episode.
Okay. That's what you want to do?
No, well, yeah, I mean, we don't have to go super slow, but...
Dead Poet Society.
I have never seen that movie.
Not as great as it was hyped up to be.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Robin Williams is good, of course, and it's got a bunch of younger actors that ended up, being bigger when they grew up. Ethan Hawke.
Yep.
Favorite.
That was back before Robin's career was hanging on by a thread.
Or a belt, you might say.
Sick. Truly sick.
Yeah. Edge of 17.
Watched this a couple years ago for the first time. It was fine. She's smoking hot.
Yeah.
But
high schoolers smoking hot.
I don't think she was
she wasn't.
I think she was of age in the film, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm sure this one definitely is better for girls that grew up in high school. Just
that's why Brandon is giving it a 4.5.
Ah, the young female Brandon. But the other one almost just like in 8th grade. We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that movie.
Yeah, so did I.
I don't know if I'm biased because I love Bo Burnham, but I think it's just good.
I think she just reminds you a lot of yourself.
Yeah, she does. All right, everybody. I'm talking in the mirror, putting yourself out there.
Dude, that scene when she's at the party and she walks down to the pool, it's hard to watch.
When she's talking to the boy.
Oh yeah.
At that same party. Oh my God,
Edge of 17 was pretty good. That got it as a 3.5. I mean,
okay, I think I have that.
Haley Steinfeld though, holy shit.
And to think her first big role was what? Oh,
said, give me 10 seconds.
And to think that her first big role was as a boyish girl in True Grit.
True shit.
Fuck you. Oh, here we go. Juno. This one's transitioned over time.
I've got to say, Elliot Page is so convincing as a female in that movie. It's truly, it's one of the greatest performances of all time.
It is. I thought for the whole film she was a woman.
I thought it was a woman. More so than Jared Leto in Dallas Buyers Club, and it's better than Dustin Hoffman in Tootsie.
Yeah.
It's better than Robin Williams in Juno or in Miss Doubtfire. What? Elliot Page in Juno is
one of the great performances of our generation.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. You two Mama Tambien?
Wait, do you like Juno though?
I do, yeah.
I hate that movie. It's so annoying. She's like, I remember watching it like, oh my God, you're so quirky. Fuck off already.
Yeah, I get really annoyed when like high school kids act like they're so fucking smart.
So do I. Like, I'm an adult.
Because you're not.
Oh.
No, we're just hanging out. Me and your husband are just hanging out. Yeah, to you, but he wants to fuck you.
That's true. And you know what? Olivia Thirlby's in that though, and she's so fine.
Yeah, and Michael Cera is so fine too.
What happened to that guy?
They found out he can't act.
They ran out of awkward roles.
Yeah, seriously.
You like Gregory Go Boom?
I love Gregory Go Boom.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
It is awesome. And then that chick that directed that made a full-length film called Lemon, which is... I could take 15 minutes of awkwardness, but like an hour and a half.
I remember you shitting on that.
It just wears on you.
Yeah, Juno, I mean, it's a coming-of-age film, and I know people love it. I just can't stand it.
I know you like Y Tu Mama Tambien, though, right?
Love it. Only saw it once. I've got the Criterion. I could go for a rewatch of that.
Do you have the big digipack, or do you have a regular case?
I have the original release.
Me too.
But I don't have the digipack of Night of the Cunter.
Me neither. I've got the regular case. But Y Tu Mama Tambien, great sex drama.
It
is comedy.
Yeah, I mean it's a
road trip film. I mean, it's
two guys on the road trip with that hot Spanish chick, but the ending is fucking crazy when you find out what happened.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa.
Oh, great! It's depressing now.
Yeah, great scene of two guys jerking off on diving boards.
Oh man, good stuff. Here's one that I'd never heard of, but actually sounds quite interesting. It's called Breaking Away. This is what kind of the article said, but when I think of coming-of-age movies, the first and best that pops into my head is Peter Yates' brilliant and pitch-perfect comedy from 1979. Four young men, Dennis Christopher, Dennis Quaid, Daniel Stern, Jackie Earle Haley, sit at its heart, all teens who have grown up in a college town with no prospects of their own, with a dreamer named Dave among them. He sees a world of opportunity fueled by his love for bicycle racing, and that's that dream that sees a blossoming romance, a harsh truth about meeting your idols, and a rousing, cheer-worthy finale.
You know what? I didn't think I was going to discover anything from this episode, but that fucking sounds great.
It does sound great. Like Dennis Quaid?
More of a fan of Randy, but Dennis is all right. Like Daniel Stern, though. And PJ Souls is in this. Totally.
Wow, totally.
Jackie Earle Haley's gross looking.
Peter Yates. Oh, Peter Yates did The Friends of Eddie Coyle. Cool.
That sounds pretty good.
Shut the fuck up.
His pussy's acting up.
She wants in because I'm in here. Fucking slut.
I'm added Breaking Away to my watch list.
I did too.
Although that letterbox graph, I'm kind of questioning what type of film it is, or that letterbox banner.
Oh no.
It's a little, well, whatever.
Oh no.
Jackie
Breaking away from your straightness.
Jackie Earl's got some serious pizza face going on.
Jackie Earl wants to Jackie them off.
See, I thought he was a fine Freddy Krueger because, he's disturbing looking. It's a good casting.
Yeah, totally. Me and Earl and the dying girl.
Got a weird relationship with this film.
You do. I love this film.
I do now.
Yeah. Well, this is the movie that you explained at the beginning. Boy had a computer.
Yes. It's
a lot more than that.
It is. Yeah, I went to see it when it came out in the theater, and of course in Davenport when you go to watch. There's nobody in the theater for those types of movies, and you only have there's one day that you have a chance to go see it before they take it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good little coming of age though. Really a love letter also to film and shit, big time.
It is they're making all these spoof films with names of big movies. Right. If you look on the shelf behind them, there's Criterions and stuff. It's like a love letter to movies in a lot of way.
Yeah. I wasn't a huge fan though the first time I watched it. I thought it was fine. Then I picked up the Blu-ray, I don't know, a couple years ago and watched it again, and it kind of clicked for me a little bit more. It is a good coming of age. Yeah,
and even in this, there's music from all kinds of other films. Like there's music from Apocalypse Now and Midnight Cowboy and Tree of Life.
I'm kind of surprised the kid that played Earl hasn't gone on to be in more stuff, because I think he's really good in that movie.
Oh, he was in the Power Rangers movie, and then
a career killer.
Yeah, R.J. Seiler, I think is his name.
Yeah, Thomas Mann's been in quite a few movies, but quite a few shitty movies.
I related to him a lot in this movie because I also tried to be on good terms with everybody in high school. Yeah. I didn't have a specific group. Oh. I just tried to be cool with everybody. Good. I didn't bully kids. I wasn't bullied.
Red hair, you were probably bullied.
Severely.
Every ginger gets some shit.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry about your PTSD. Anyways, I'm glad you turned out all right. Thomas Mann, though.
Talk about it.
Thomas Mann, I don't know. He pops up in those random, teen films, I guess, but I love it's kind of a funny story. Everything else, though.
Yeah.
He did that movie Freaks a couple years ago.
I remember we talked about that, and then it was shit on.
Fucking sucks.
I think you were the one that shit on it.
And what I say goes, so that means it sucks.
Shut up, you fucking idiot. Sorry,
anyways,
that was really aggressive.
Hurry up, I'm hungry.
Hungry. Call me by your name. This is probably going to have a different meaning soon.
No, the film is what it is. And it's great.
Yeah, it is. Really great and gay.
It's very gay, but that's fine. I don't even like Timothée Chalamet. I think he's overrated as fuck, but he's good in that movie. Armie Hammer's great.
How overrated is fuck?
It's just can we just relax with talking about him? Jesus Christ.
Okay, how many other young boys are there to be in film roles? There aren't any. He's the only boy in Hollywood.
I don't think he's that great.
Sorry, I can't. I don't think of Timothée Chalamet as the savior of the planet Dune.
No, Keir Gilchrist would be better.
No,
that's the best young actor out there.
He'd just scream at the worms.
That's the best young actor out there. That's a good film,
though. Speaking of gay, Moonlight.
Yes, another movie that I didn't care for the first time I watched it, but I liked it more when I bought it on Blu-ray.
I watched it when it came out in theaters, and I have not watched it since.
Oh, only one time.
Yeah, which doesn't mean I don't like it. I guess it's just not super approachable.
Yeah, there's some movies that you don't need to rush back to real quick. I have a funny experience with that, though, when I saw that in theaters, at the end, the credits came up, and this old guy stands up, he goes, "That is not the best picture of the year."
Oh, my God.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
Get out of there. Davenport crowd.
Oh, yeah. Definitely going to go home and write about it.
Yeah, one guy saluting when I went to see Hacksaw Ridge, and the other guy gay bashing in Moonlight.
Well, that's the same sort of crowd.
Yep.
Military and anti-gay.
It's good, though. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Virgin Suicides? This is like your life story?
It's not my life story, bud. I did watch it for the first time,
cool.
though.
You have sex.
Congrats on the sex. Watched it a couple years ago. It was pretty good.
Yeah. A little dark.
A little far-fetched.
Got your boy James Woods.
Oh, yeah. Poor guy's been blacklisted. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's probably for his acting, not for his political beliefs.
No, it's not for his acting. It's for his political beliefs.
Lady Turd?
I mean, it's fine.
Another one that I slapped a high rating on, but I have not gone back since I saw it in theaters.
I don't understand why it's talked about so much and why it's so highly regarded, because it's been done a million times before.
Yeah,
maybe it's just because it's a chick.
Yeah, I think it was like the first like really big chick movie.
Yeah, I mean,
high school chick movie.
It was solid, but my thing with that is like, nothing is likable about her character. I cannot stand her.
Yeah.
She's a little bitch.
Yeah, she is.
I hate the way she talks to her parents. Laurie Metcalf is great. She's a great actress. She's great in that movie.
Oh, and Laurie's not great in that either, as far as like her character. She's not a good person.
No, they're just like dirtbags.
I don't like this argument. I'm gonna jump out of the car.
I mean, it's fine. It's kind of interesting because it's like, isn't that like early 2000s? It's supposed to take place like right around 9/11 and shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's like a specific time that's not really
yeah
highlighted in a lot of movies unless it came from that period.
Lucas Hedges playing the same thing he always does. Timothy Chalamet doing the same thing he always does.
Yeah.
Beanie Feldstein being as fat as she always is. It's mean. It's horrible.
Well, this is what they wanted. Well, I can't wait to see the Richard film she's going to be in 30 years from now or whatever it is.
God, I'll be 60 years old when that comes out. What the fuck?
Well, I hope Richie's still alive.
Jesus Christ.
My God, Ferris Bueller.
Yes. Classic, bro.
One of my faves. Gets
Really?
better after every watch, personally.
I always loved that movie, but, well, I always really liked it. But only like the past couple years have I really I love this movie.
I agree.
I always kind of, I don't know. I just never really got super into it.
It's like one of the few films that like still makes me laugh with the stuff that happens in it.
Yeah.
I think just the whole thing with Rooney and
Oh, yeah.
the phone call. There's so much. There's so many jokes, and it's like constant.
Love when
all the
Jennifer
characters
Grey
are
kicks him
interesting.
right in the face.
Yeah, 3 times.
So, yeah, I'd let her kick me in the face.
I let her kick me in the balls.
Oh.
We kind of touched on it. Well, actually, we'll just skip right to The Breakfast Club because it came around the same time.
One of my all-time favorite films.
Ultimate coming-of-age film?
Yeah, I mean...
Top 5.
For sure.
Yeah, love it. Stand By Me?
Yes, even though you fucking like to talk shit about it for some dumb reason.
Because it gets you riled up. You can't get me.
Dude, there's something about that movie. It's just, you hang out with your buddies, smoking cigarettes when you're 12 years old, going to look for a corpse.
One of the better Stephen King adaptations.
And, I think it's because what happened to River Phoenix in real life, but at the end of that movie when he walks away and then Richard Dreyfuss is doing the voiceover, he's like, Chris ended up being a lawyer. He was stabbed in a fast food restaurant last year and then he disappears. Oh, I got goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like how he OD'd in Johnny Depp's bar. It's like almost the same exact thing.
And then the end where you see Richard Dreyfuss typing his book, and then there's that quote on the screen right at the end. It's, I never had any friends later on like the ones I had when I was 12. Jesus, does anyone? Come on, man.
I never had friends that touched me the way they did as a child.
So good, dude. So good.
Carrie.
Yeah?
You don't love this film. You don't really like it either, do you?
No, I do. I like it.
Okay.
I like it. It fucking disturbs me.
It is disturbing.
Like the Blair Witch Project disturbs me, but I think it's like amazing and I love it. Carrie just disturbs me. And like I don't need to watch it for once every 10 years, probably.
Well, the radically religious mother, for one.
Yeah,
she's
great performance from was it Piper Laurie?
Piper Laurie, yeah.
And Sissy Spacek is perfect because she was butt ugly.
I mean, she was perfect for it. That's why the remake doesn't work.
Yes, we've said that 100 times.
100 times.
Chloe Grace is just too good looking for that role.
She's not a weirdo.
But
no matter how many times she tries to contort her fucking face.
Yeah, the original, something is just disturbing about the music and the religious mom, and it doesn't scare me. It's just like, ugh.
No,
I feel like shit after watching this.
Yeah, because, I mean, it kind of really ends on all the whole school scene and then the jump scare at the end.
Yeah, which that traumatized me as a kid. I remember watching that like on TV with my parents, and I remember seeing the ending, and it just fucked me up.
Yeah, it just fucked up. Wish I Was Here.
Underrated, underappreciated.
I'll never stop talking about this movie.
No, nobody knows about it, really.
And some movies I feel like will eventually be appreciated after a while. I don't know if this is one of them, but I'll always appreciate it.
Yeah, nobody knows, but it's been on Netflix for a while and nobody's seen it. People just scroll past it,
Yeah, I don't know. It just works for me. Like everything about it, it just works.
Zach Braff is the man.
Great music selection. It's just great conversations, great dialogue.
Yep.
Likable characters, except for
great dad film.
Joey King. Yeah. Oh fuck, dude. Great dead dad film.
I love Mandy Patinkin.
Mandy Patinkin is he's a scumbag throughout the whole thing, but in his little 5 minutes at the end, he redeems himself.
He says some fucking cold, ruthless shit in that movie.
He does.
I don't know whatever he says to Kate Hudson about how I don't know. It's like,
you keep allowing him to live his fantasies.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's
so good though.
Some rough stuff, but then at the end when he's just like, "I'm sorry."
Oh man.
If there's another time, I'll do better.
It's Noah, Dad. It's Noah.
You're a warrior.
God, I want a toasted almond. Folks, listen, if you take anything from this podcast, just take this. If you have Netflix, check out Wish I Was Here.
Please,
love to know what you think about that.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, fuck off.
I mean, I could see why someone could think it's generic or something, but I just
definitely.
I love Zach Braff.
Yeah. 400 Blows. I mean, this is like quintessential foreign.
I don't appreciate that as much as I should because I've only seen it once.
And I remember watching it for the precise purposes of this episode.
Right.
And I appreciated it a lot.
Yeah, it's really good. I need to watch it again though.
These are my notes I put down for it. 1959, sees mom cheating on dad when he skips school, uses his excuse that his mom died. Parents are dicks. Mom is hot. Kind of a relief when they start acting like a family.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the defining movies of the French New Wave.
It is, and a lot of when you get into Criterion for the first time, that's one of the essential pickups.
And then there's I don't know how many films relating to that character with the same actor.
Oh yeah, there's like a whole collection of them. I've only seen 400 Blows. 5
films.
Damn.
Which he plays a semi-autobiographical character. And then I was curious what the 400 Blows meant. And it says the English title of the movie 400 Blows is a gross misinterpretation of the original title. The Finnish and Swedish translations roughly translate to 400 practical jokes, closer to the original meaning.
Interesting.
But the French expression "faire les quatre saint coups," meaning to live a wild life, and then the literal translation of the expression would be to do the 400 dirty tricks. So that makes more sense. Because 400 blows, like what is that?
I have all these movies like that one that, not to sound like I'm some big time film guy now, but like 6-7 years ago when you kind of started to really watch movies.
Right.
That was one that I watched at that time, and I'd never gone back to it. Now I need to go back to it, you know?
Yeah, you probably find a different appreciation.
Right, because it was like, you know, before that, I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch a whole lot of foreign stuff, you know?
Right.
I mean, I only really started like kind of getting heavy into like film watching recently, really.
It used to be a chore thinking about having to watch something with subtitles.
Yeah.
And now I could do it any time.
Right.
It doesn't bother me.
You know, you start to realize, well, there's more than just American films. But that was one that was kind of, you know, I jumped into that early on, and now I'd like to go back to it.
Yeah. Do you have that one?
Oh, I do, yeah. That was one of the first ones I bought.
Yeah. Quintessential, like, when you're starting to get into that stuff. Almost Famous.
Great film.
My God. Cam and Co.
Yeah.
We're coming down to it, though.
You want to talk? Do you like that one?
I do. I really do. Yeah. It's like a autobiographical of him growing up and like hanging out with these bands.
Dude, Kate Hudson in that movie. Fuck.
Yeah, she
looks like a young Robert Plant, but that's okay.
Hey, what's wrong with that? I'm sure it was purposeful.
Yeah, she looks like Robert Plant in the song the song remains the same hair and everything. It's like, I don't know if they were going for that or what. It's really odd though.
It could be. I mean, there's obviously tons of like musical homages and a ton of Led Zeppelin songs in it.
Christ, she's so hot.
And I love the part where they're on the bus and they're all kind of falling apart. Their whole relationship is falling apart, and then they just start singing a Tiny Dancer.
This is so good. Great Jason Lee film too. Second best after Mallrats.
You like Billy Crudup?
I do. Yeah, I haven't seen a bunch of his movies. What else is he in?
Rudderless.
I need to watch that. That's streaming on Prime.
He's in Spotlight.
Oh.
Which one?
Rudderless. It's streaming somewhere. I saw it the other day.
Yeah, check that one out. I'm curious what you think. It's just like, it's a really simple film.
Doesn't his like kid dies or something, or shoots up a school or something?
I don't want to spoil it, but he does die.
Oh, okay.
But it's kind of the same way that The Village is, where it shows you one thing thinking something, and then it's actually something else.
I see.
Yeah.
I've heard good things though.
Yeah. Let's see. Paper Moon, love that movie. To Kill a Mockingbird, love that movie. River's Edge, I don't love that movie.
That was a first time watch for us, man.
Yeah, and I hated it.
What's that? It's like the little like boy girl kid that was annoying. The main kid.
Let me look.
There's something about him. I couldn't tell if it was a boy or girl. I would watch that again because people like it, but some movies like that, I think I go into them expecting something different.
Was it Crispin Glover?
No, but I mean, he could debate that.
He looks like a boy girl in the header on Letterboxd.
Shit.
Was it Yon Sky, maybe? I don't know.
Who knows?
I didn't like that movie. But I thought maybe you did, so.
No, I didn't like it either. I think I'd give it like a 2.
Okay, we got some goodies coming up, though. Dazed and Confused. One
of the all-time greats.
Yeah, just behind Everybody Wants Some.
Yeah, let's hear you talk about how you don't really like it.
It's fine. I just don't. High school film. Here we go again.
No, that one does it the best, though.
Guy has a paddle.
Okay.
Guy spanks little boys.
Yep. What other movie's done that?
Guy grows up to be nothing. Guy grows up to be in Pearl Harbor.
Idiot.
Fuck
you. Nick D would always say it. It's the essential hangout film, and it is. There's no plot to it. It's the last day of school. They're cruising around.
It's Richard Linklater. If you like Richard Linklater, you're gonna like it.
Richard Linklater. When I watched that movie like years ago, I thought it was from the 70s.
Yeah,
it's really odd. Like, you don't realize that's filmed in the 90s.
That's the difference between that and Everybody Wants Some. Everybody Wants Some feels really inauthentic with the time.
It does.
And then Dazed and Confused, like, it feels like it's the time.
Like with other Linklater films, you can make an argument about some of the acting if you wanted to. Why the Wiggins?
Yeah, you don't have to pretend. Yeah, that's it.
But I don't know. I love it. It's so easy to watch.
Well, just like you in the 400 Blows, I'll need to go back and I'll probably appreciate it differently.
I mean, how many times have you seen that?
I think twice, but I haven't seen it in a while.
Oh, it's so good.
Let me see if it's even on.
You don't have the Criterion?
No, I do. I mean, if it's on Letterboxd. Yeah, I haven't watched it since April of 2016.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, like, masterful choice of music.
I gave it a 4-star. It's not like I dislike it.
Oh, 4 is good. The way you talk about it.
Well, yeah, it's sticking it up.
Oh, sticking it up. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know, just even that opening shot, they roll up in the car and you got a little Aerosmith playing. I mean, it's very well done.
Yeah. Another high school film, Fast Times.
Oh, love it. Fucking love it.
It's a good one. It's another good one. But the best of those high school films, I must say, is Grease. How's it coming of age? They're already of age.
Yeah, coming of age. Fucking Travolta's 40 in that movie.
I love Grease. I don't know why. I think I
don't know why either.
I like all the songs. They're catchy, and that's my criteria for liking a musical. So
it's fair enough.
Absolutely ridiculous and silly.
It just annoys the piss out of me. I don't know why. I can't even tell you why. It's just something about it aggravates me.
I don't know either. It's that time period that you just said you liked.
Yeah, I know. It's just annoying. I can't tell you why.
Whirl.
Fuck no. I've given that movie enough whirls.
I'm pretty sure the Letterboxd graph is pretty polarizing, so you're not the only one.
That's one of those movies, if you like it, you tend to really, really like it.
Yeah. It's stupid, though, but I love it.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Does she look like a skank? Tell me more, tell me more. She's in my spank bank.
Oh, man. Just Travolta's chin in that movie bothers me. And Jeff Conaway.
He's got one of the big butt chins in Hollywood in that movie. It's really, the message is horrible too. The message is change yourself for a man.
That's very true. That wouldn't fly today.
Well, why should it? That's stupid.
He would have to change for her. That would be the plot today.
Don't change for anyone, folks. Don't don't change for a person. Be who you are.
Be who you are.
And if you're a girl and you want to be a boy, then fine, be who you are.
If you would rather have a fluid gender, that's fine.
And if you'd rather watch Superbad, that's fine too, because that's what we're talking about now.
That is a coming-of-age film.
One of the best.
One of my favorite scenes in cinematic history that I could play on loop is Emma Stone looking at the camera and saying, "Seth, I want to blow you."
God damn it.
Nothing has spoken to me quite like that scene.
I'll say.
I mean, if I could buy a Blu-ray with that on loop for an hour and a half, I'd let it play.
You can just screen record it off YouTube and have it.
It speaks to me.
Literally.
I mean, it's like she looks you right in the eyes. And Seth is not really a name you hear all the time in a movie.
It's not, really.
So, and when it's like a mega babe like Emma Stone looking at you and telling you she wants to blow you, it's great.
Seth, I want to blow you. I love it. Yeah, another one of those comedies that makes me laugh.
Yes.
Love just like the surrealness of it. Like going to the liquor store and imagining the worst possible scenario. Like that's just
some shit I would
everyday
do.
Life. Everyday life. It's great.
Who the fuck is Seth?
You fucking killed her. Okay.
Oh, take that vest off. You look like Aladdin.
A few more here. Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, King of Quirk. I don't know.
God, that was a weird movie when it came out. I still like it a lot. I watched it like last year. I think it's a good movie.
Yeah, that guy did a lot of things with that same level of like quirk and weirdness, and they just don't work as well. It was like a lightning in the bottle.
Just wait. There'll be a live action sequel to that film.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or some sort of spin-off of it. I know they did the animated series that bombed.
Well, what's his name? I can't even think of the guy that plays him.
John
He's
Heater?
not working. Yeah, John Heater. He's not doing much.
No.
My Girl. My Girl.
Oh.
Need to watch this again. I really enjoy it, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's a movie I watched as a kid. And it's one of those, sometimes with those movies, they don't hold up in adulthood.
Right.
That one really holds up. And, you know, at that time, there were not a lot of movies like that done from a female perspective, I guess. That was kind of it was a weird thing. And it's just an interesting premise. You know, she lives Lives in a funeral home with her dad, Dan Aykroyd. Her mom's dead.
Yeah, and he has a new love interest.
Jamie Lee. You got Matt Culkin in one of his best performances.
I was going to say, I think it's probably Dan Aykroyd's best performance.
There's not a whole lot to go off of, so
I'm
gonna agree with you. He's good in that movie.
Yeah, he is.
And
I just think of the scene where he tells her that Thomas J, that he's
so good,
that he died.
Oh, can we get a My Girl 3? Have you ever seen part 2?
Nope.
I watched that for the first time last year. I was expecting it to be awful.
It wasn't?
It was okay.
They on Blu-ray.com, one of the recent things that's coming out is a pack
Double
of both
pack.
of them. Yeah.
I love the first one though. I mean, another one of those movies that really captures the time that it's supposed to take place in. Like that's supposed to be in the 60s. And it feels like it, I think.
It does, yeah. And Jamie's looking great in it.
Oh, that's maybe
don't know why
hottest.
she'd go for a schlub like Dan Aykroyd, but hey.
Well, it's because she wanted the job there, and
personality. They fell in love.
Anna Chlumsky, how's she holding up?
Just fine.
Got to be holding up pretty well. She was in End of the Tour.
She was in Veep.
Yep. I'd bang her. I'd bang Veda Sultan Fuss.
But would she bang you?
Definitely not, but that's all right.
The Sandlot?
Yes. We talked about this recently.
Yeah.
Horrible director that managed to make a good movie.
I don't know how much I really love this movie.
No, I know we've talked about that. When's the last time you watched it?
Let me consult real quick. This is why I love Letterboxd.
It holds up. I mean, it is a good movie.
It does. I don't think I'll ever not like it, but I just know that last time I watched it, I liked it a little less. To May 2018, so it's recent.
It's just, I mean, if it didn't have anything to do with baseball,
true,
I don't think I'd care about it, but I love the baseball aspect of it, really.
Mm-hmm.
The shit with the Beast is kind of goofy at times, but
yeah, I think that's when I just like them hanging out and playing baseball. I know they have to have some sort of plot,
right.
I mean, carries it along.
There's some ridiculous shit in there, like he sticks his glove up and Benny hits the ball right into the glove.
Yeah,
but I can look past that, and I mean, I think that is another movie that captures the time it's supposed to be set in very well, very well.
It does, yeah, it is really good. I just know I felt a little. Something didn't feel quite as right the last time I watched it.
Sorry, it wasn't made in Poland.
Well, too bad. Harry Potter?
Okay, now we're really stretching what's coming of age.
What are you talking about? He's literally a child growing up in front of our eyes.
Guess you're right.
It's like the magical boyhood.
You know what? You're right.
I know I'm right. Shut the fuck up.
Love the series. Except for part 3. That's kind of the low point.
I would say 2 myself, but...
Well, maybe the first 3 are kind of the low points.
I think the first one's a high point. I think it really introduces the world well.
I do like the first one.
Hey, maybe we should do a review and retrospective.
Oh, that'd be
of the
easy.
Harry Potter films. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't need to watch them again.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple more. We're almost done. Mid-90s, we kind of touched on that a little bit.
Hell yes.
Fucking great skateboarding, coming of age.
It is.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
That kid is great, Sonny Suljic. And
Boy.
That boy. Really good movie.
No, I mean he literally
God of
plays
War.
the character Boy.
Yeah, you're right. God of War. Boy.
Moonrise Kingdom. A little creepy.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it.
If you like kids in bikinis.
It was the first Wes Anderson film I saw, so it was it opened me up to what quirky was.
I've only seen that once. I own it.
Yeah, that's really good.
How's that?
Check out The Girl Nowadays, Cara Hayward.
Cara Hayward. Wasn't she in Manchester?
She was, yeah. And then he and her were both in a Moonrise Kingdom reunion in Patterson.
She's kind of weird looking, but I don't know.
She's got a nice physique.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no.
She's annoying in Manchester by the Sea.
That movie I love, but it's exhausting.
It is.
Not one I ran back to.
I watched it at a really tender time.
God, you're fucking insane watching that. Feel the dreams.
I was masochistic at that point.
Oh.
It was a dark time.
Did you cry watching those?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way.
Field of Dreams has a different. I see it differently now.
Oh yeah, I mean, holy shit.
I mean, like I said, when I was watching the Lion King scene the other day, I was just like, why am I watching this at work?
God.
This is not what I need right now.
Watch some positive shit.
Speaking of positive shit, American Pie.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, I'm surprised I like it as much as I do, considering how late I was to the party.
For sure.
And we've talked about it, but I think some movies I like more because of its relevance to us.
Right.
And, like, we were there, and it was...
That was...
Maybe I wouldn't like it as much if I watched it by myself without going to the locations.
Yeah, I mean, I was only 9 years old when that came out, so I didn't watch it when it came out. But, you know, a couple years later, when it comes out on VHS and shit, you know, you end up finding a way to watch it. And
was it 2001?
The movie?
Yeah.
No, 99.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I mean,
99 was a good year.
Yeah, and that really, though, that's a big movie because it kind of brought back that sort of teen sex comedy, you know? I mean, that was kind of a, I don't know, didn't really happen all that often, and then that movie came out, and it was a massive success, and it's fucking filthy, you know?
Kind of changed the game as far as comedies go.
And, God, I mean, it's become one of my all-time favorite films. I watch it, seems like once every 6 months I'm finding a way to watch that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a couple more here, but we'll kind of skip over them. And then the last one we touched on, but The Lion King. I mean, it's silly, but it is technically like a coming-of-age
film.
Yeah. And that, I mean, that about wraps it up. I'm sure there's others out there. If we didn't talk about... Yeah, if we didn't talk about... I extensively looked, and... These were a lot of the ones that I came up with. So if there's one out there
that was comprehensive.
Yeah, if there's one out there that you enjoy we didn't touch on, let us know. It's a really broad genre.
It is. It's a great genre, though. I mean,
it is.
You know, coming of age usually gets me interested.
Yeah, and it changes over time because you know time changes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like constant.
It's like I don't know.
Hey, let us know what your favorite coming-of-age films are. Let us know any ideas you have or any topics you'd want us to cover on a future podcast. Any lists like this or any other genres you'd like us to tackle.
Yeah.
Any other closing thoughts or anything?
No. Thanks for listening. This was a long one.
This was a long one, a little over 2 hours. So hope you guys enjoy it. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't. You can follow us on social media, Slacker Media.
Letterboxd,
Seth Talks Film.
Filmies Nick.
Instagram, Seth Yerington.
Bick Neisel.
Follow us. Share your thoughts. Love hearing from you guys. It's episode 153. Sorry to cut you off.
I wasn't going to say anything important, sorry.
Episode 153 of the Cinema Scumbags podcast in the books. Thank you guys for listening, and as always... Yeah, fuck yourselves.